How many P250s?
50. One.
Just one? Okay, all right.
We are off to get this one started. Early presence in that second mid from the Team Spirit side. No early pushes for CT Info. So the first bullet is fired. It's Chopper's Glock that rattles off towards second middle. Interesting boost opting for one here. I wonder if that's a little anti-flash boost there.
Is the aircon on near you, Alex? It's hot again today.
Yeah, I just turned it on.
All right, I'm going to turn this one on this side.
It's a wee bit warm here. But, I hate...
Oh, okay. Robs has just killed two directly through the smoke. There's more where that came from. He's on the graveyard and he's just controlling that tap. 3, looking for 4. Mir is there. Chopper's on the apps and they've locked him down. This site surely under Mousesport's control. 2 kills back in. The hunt is not working out. They're hitting every shot. Chopper and Mir, 2v4. And they have turned this on its head. Bemis can save the day. Needs to hit a fresh mag and he can't find it. Chopper and Mir are against all odds. Mousesports just threw away a pistol round.
The crazy thing about that is Rops was trying to relocate because of the execute coming in and gets 2 headshots through the smoke.
Yes.
I just, he's not, he's just...
Up. Okay.
That's not what he's planning to happen, ladies and gentlemen. That's not the plan. And this definitely wasn't the plan. I don't know how they win this back. This is wild stuff. Heads up Counter-Strike from the pistol round. That's what we're looking to see today. Okay. Hope you're awake because this one might be a fun game.
I mean, it's a start. It's a weird start, but it is a start. And we do have Robs up on the Deagle now. Why not? I mean, treat yourself after that last round. Get a couple of kills. Deagle and armor. So only 1 invested for the CTs. On the other side, for the T side, 3. Mac Daddy's plenty of util. 2 rifles and a B hit to start things off. Chopper got his flight path sorted. Comes out of the flash just before the CTs. And he's got territory, space, and everything you'd want. But there is still frozen. Maybe could be a little bit of an issue living in the smoke.
Yeah, they're spraying it as well. He's just staring at the ground. Oh,
they think it's clear.
Yeah, they've called it clear, but Chopper's still overseeing, and yeah, that's no fun for Frozen. Mir, quite the threat. I think he caught a glimpse of Bemis. Finishes him off eventually.
All right, well, Mousespots already have 4,400. And they're just, what? Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Bemis bought into the M4 and everybody else bought into Deagle Kevlar.
Is that a miss?
No, I don't think so.
You don't mess that up.
No, I don't think so. This is, Lauren, so when we had Mousespots last season, Chris J was buying on gun rounds, Deagles and head armor instead of buying into rifles. I know that this means, I like this because it means Mousespots will have a full buy in the following round. It's just very curious. I haven't seen this approach before.
Yeah, Carrigan's trying to play the meta game here. Break the meta game. Frozen, same boost. They like this one. Let's see why. Doesn't quite go what he was hoping for. The elevated position, though, does keep Chris J on notice. Chopper's got brackets control as well. Bemis, don't forget, the M4's in the A site. Robs' job surely to survive. Pull them into that M4. A very close angle towards the door. Carrigan deploying his smoke now, buying space. Pulls out the Molotov to clear the close corner. 4 smokes still available. Flashbangs as well. It looks like they are going to start throwing them out towards A. So Bemis will be in the right place here, Lauren.
He's your big danger man. Let's see if he can get anything done. As you said, he's surrounded by Carrigan, Robs. They're both there to try and facilitate something from this T-side do clear pit, though. That's Robs gone, and now suddenly this rifle better do some work. One's not enough. Chris J just left on the Deagle. 4 still stand against him. And again, leads out through the smoke. 1 kill, but 3 survive.
Okay, well, Bemis now has 3,900 going into this round, which means he will be able to buy. He's chosen the FAMAS, and everyone else is going to get up all the goodies they require going into round 4. So more of a traditional buying pattern, because it wasn't a forced buy in the second. It was 1 Deagle and an Eco.
Yeah.
And then the third was strange, and now the 4th makes sense. There's no kits out to play. There is the AWP for Carrigan. We know that he can be serviceable on this weapon.
Where's he off to? He looks like he wants to have a look down mid. He's 2, make it 3, second middle. Heading towards that apartment area. Rops is the one that can hear it coming. Carrigan's going to be having to tuck away shortly. Yeah, he knows it. He's on a time up.
Top mid pretty much gathered for now. Nice util usage, plenty invested to it. Still has a fair amount to spare as well. So top mid garnered, but the loss of Banana. It's going to be over towards the CTs for now, but they're starting to run a little low on util. Chris Jade still has that smoke, so maybe could keep control himself. The T's aren't really in a hurry. This looks like one of those more kind of considered rounds from Spirit. Chris Jade forced off a touch, but no big moves yet, really, from the CT side, trying to play back any control. But it does look as though the T side will at least get that top Banana now.
Nice.
Grenade. Oh, Chopper's not happy with that. 44 HP walking away.
But
There's your Banana control.
Yeah, 45 seconds, and there's no information for Mousesport. So the execute can come in towards the A site, and what this means is the players on the site need to trade out. It needs to leave the team in a
They've got
chance.
smokes, Chad. They could just drop them now.
They could.
Short, smoked. That gets awkward. There's one on towards apps as well. 29 seconds, they're going to have to start committing. CT smokes here buy them so much space. And here comes the hit.
They're going to hear all these steps. They know what's coming, but that smoke is going to keep the CT side safe. Flash comes in, BMAS blind. There's the follow-up now. Rops gets outdone. That's an unfortunate frag, but Carrigan can only do one kill there, kind of pinned in. And it's theirs. Yeah, keep the guns, boys, over at B. Nice late round hit from Spirit. It felt like Mouse had the upper hand there for some time.
Yeah, so I think what we want to do, and I'm going to see if I can set up Skybox just quickly to show the viewer at home what I'm talking about when it comes to map control and the need to hold on to some territory. So give me 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We might be able to go into that one soon. All right, so when I'm talking about map control and territory and needing to take space, the T's have two key areas of the map that they want to get control of within the early stages. And I'm going to highlight this for all of you. I didn't get a reply, so maybe they didn't hear me and maybe we won't, but maybe we will.
I mean, Rush could always just do it.
Live in a world of maybes.
It is Rush.
It is Rush. We always have Rush.
Yeah, you're right. It's part of the gang. Here we
All right,
go.
so this is the map overview. And what I want to show you is you can see 2 CTs over towards the B site and 3 over towards the A side of things. This is with 30 seconds left. And the reason that you need information is they have no idea. If it was going to be a B hit, it's going to be a 2-on-5. With the A hit, it's a 3v5. So the number advantage will always be with the Ts. You can see here they have boiler control, they have mid control, brackets is under their remit already. And when they execute in, you just see they trade efficiently and take the site. So with those saved guns, we can get back underway. But we need to make sure that Mousesports are trying to hold on to more map territory than that, right? They need to either fight for mid or fight for Banana. And if they can't, then they have to go for a fact-finding mission late.
Flash for the info and gets a nice little headshot. Chris has peeked off that as well, but costs one of them their lives. The Dutchman down. Just frozen this time on the Hero M4. Saved M4's already found one. Beamers does well with the Deagle. Perhaps Frozen's got himself at least another here. Oh, he dinks magics. Oh, you can see the pause as he processes that one shot to the dome. And it looks like there is a real voice from Mousesport in this conversation that is round 5. Heading through CT spawn, Carrigan watching their cross back. Rops rotating to support upon Carrigan's info call. He might even jiggle this. And with them being so low, Deagle's definitely relevant. 2 bullets could easily translate into 2 kills. Here's his first chance. Clean. Takes the head off of SDY.
Everything you'd need there, wouldn't it? Magic's... Oh, God, that damage done earlier is wonderful,
that's
isn't it?
This would have been a much bigger conversation.
So threatening, wouldn't it? These 2 players that say they're
all this util.
You could have seen a round from this, but I feel like that little bit of damage, not little, but that damage coming in earlier has truly put this very favourable to Carrigan. He's fallen away. Beautiful work from Carrigan. Very well played, very calm under pressure. No overzealous play, no overstepping. Kept it under control. Really good round on the board. I like that flash too. There's nothing special to it, was it? It was just like a nice little flash in towards peeking mid. I didn't see anything crazy coming from it, but worked bloody wonders.
Yeah, just having the 2 individuals picking off that and able to pick up frags doesn't normally go that cleanly. So things looking good for Mousesports as they can bounce back off of the saved rifles. Let's see if they're able to continue to mount some of this CT defense. The AWP now back out in the hands of Carrigan. M4's across the board. And, well, iDisbalance has his AWP as well. So flash up middle. iDisbalance taking the territory back. Carrigan will not be re-picking after that sound cue. Very brave for a CT-sided AWP to re-pick middle after that early initiation. But look how quick STY and Magix have boiler control. A minute 30 left on the clock. This means they can take mid very efficiently. Meanwhile, there's 2 players from Mousesport still trying to deal with Banana.
Arrogance Molly does tickle the toes, and in they go. Bemis this time saves himself for at least the first. Robs his crossfires there. Even trades into the site, but it's Magix that pulls them across the line. Chris and Frozen, you know they were the B players, but they have managed to rotate in relatively significantly. An AWP in pit for the afterplant's always a tough one. Tough cookie to crack. Flashes, maybe, but looks like Chris and Frozen are passive. And so they'll cut their losses. It will be a Team Spirit successful A execute. I'm starting to get those overpass vibes again. They just make sure that everyone knows which smoke they're throwing. Everyone knows which flight path they're taking. It's very retro, Chad. This is the executes Counter-Strike I was seeing in 2016.
Yeah, and you can just see how direct it is as well off the start of the round. Once they hear all those nades still getting exchanged in Banana, they realize that there's 2 players having to deal with that side of the map. Trading out efficiently is the key. The kill onto Carrigan, him going down without a kill, is probably why we didn't see Mouse go for a retake. If Carrigan gets one, then he dies. You'll see here him trying to push into the site. He's flashed on up there, pushing on in, and he goes down. Now it's a 3v2, so the Ts have the advantage, and the CTs already retaking is difficult. It's going to be the change-up coming out from Mousesport here with the double AWP setup. This means that they can posture a little bit more aggressively, hold on to their nades for a little bit longer, and maybe find some opening kills instead of being dictated to in that pace that we've just seen in a few rounds back-to-back here from Spirit. Let's see if they want to continue with this more direct play, because it has been very considered. It's like we're going here, we're doing this, and we're reacting quickly. Now they might want to slow it down, do more of the default spread. This is that nade that you were highlighting earlier, Alex, deeper from in the site.
Okay, so he's tucked in on the pillar. Oh no, wait, is it a dot? Okay.
Might be a step or two than a throw. But there's no one over towards the half wall, and that's the secondary AWP. So just shows Chris J for a second rush. So you can see here as information. Now we can go back to the A hit, and that means Frozen can probably rotate over towards the A site.
He's just dropping his util first. Flash is so good. Rob's completely blinded, but they turn around and he does punish. Dropping the smoke for survival. Bemis contributing as well. Disbalance yet to frag on this T-side AWP. Chopper quite the opposite. 9 frags already. There's plenty of time for the CIS in-game leader of Spirit. Alongside his AWPer to find someone. Both using the smokes, and that's a crossfire and a half. Disbalance might be presented with an opportunity here. Frozen far too wise though, just jumping for info and walking in on the safe line of sight. Wants to even elevate himself up potentially.
Oh, okay. Need to be careful there, but I just balance. His options are pretty limited. He can save the AWP, and with 25 seconds left on the clock, that seems to be the decision he will be making. Yet to find a frag. Hard for T-sided AWPers to find impact. That's something we should keep an eye on. If I just balance is starting to come alive with the AWP on the T side, which maybe he will get a chance to do against 2 AWPs of Carrigan and Chris J. Traditionally, that isn't the case. You're always forced back, taking so much utility damage, and unless your name's Zywoo and you can run up Banana and get an ace within about 30 seconds,
yeah,
you're probably going to be out of luck.
So what worked that round? Because I know they fought for Banana control, but they weren't able to cheat the player over in the right place. So still that kind of 5v3-ish.
Yeah, but it was the fact that they didn't trade out efficiently on the T side, so...
Sometimes.
Carrigan gets a kill but gets traded, and then after that, Robs and BMAS are able to find frags and not go down. So the fact that the trades didn't come in for that of the Team Spirit side is why they weren't able to find their way with an access point. The buy's going to come out from Spirit again, so we've seen 2 MAC-10s on the board. Ooh, Robs is pushing this.
Go on, Robsy.
Have a go. Oh, he's down mid.
Yeah, but Disbalance is going to have called it, and they're ready. Chopper takes his head off with that MAC-10, an extra $600. Not going to be complaining.
Feels like they just threw something out to see if it would stick. And I guess the T's are going to take a second or two to consider what the hell that actually means and what that could influence, as they're being very cautious on approach. 1 minute left on, 1 minute 20 left on the board, but they have time. And is this a gamble? Everyone coming over towards A.
Yeah, they need to make a call like this because they aren't down that early man. So Carrigan making a bit of a gamble call. Now, if it pans out and they do trickle on back over towards the other side of the map, they will give themselves a chance to win the round. However, the gamble stack means if it is the B hit, and that's how it's looking right now, if you take a look at the radar, see all 5 members of the Team Spirit side ready to hit the B bomb site. Smokes, flashes, Molotov's about to rain on over. The push is coming through. They will be probably too late to get any flank kills here unless Carrigan continues to run. Here he goes. He's going to get one.
There we go. That might be enough to incite the rotation from Chris J a little further. Maybe a smoke shot to get the party started, but Flash does deter him. He's getting himself towards construction. Is he really going to consider those just straight shot through the smoke? He actually hit it. SDY hit through the ankle, just limping his way towards that construction site. 20 seconds as the bomb goes down. Magic's in the off angle with his precise aim as always. Carrigan trying to force the fight, but with the AWP, it should surely be Magic's. Chris J from construction. Magic's tag does so much damage being inflicted, but the smoke towards Banana actually does buy them a lot of space. They still, unfortunately, seem to be uninterested, and I'm gonna have to just talk about a save again.
Yeah, so just to note, that smoke is great, but it's locked Carrigan in Banana with 2 players. So the idea would be if Carrigan wasn't coming through, sorry, Carrigan. Didn't mean to jinx your name there, mate. That's a rough way to go down. If they were able to save the double AWP, the next round would have been decent out of that of Mouse. They will be able to drop a gun across, so Chris J or Frozen can drop an AWP. BMAS and Rops can buy themselves. But that just means they're going to have to reinvest the 4,750 if they want to keep the double AWPs in play. Chris J actually dropped one, so let's see if he reinvests when we come back from this replay. But here's the swing on out from Magix.
Nice.
He's still continuing to have a mad one, old Magic, so I think his confidence is building game after game.
Sorry, what's his name?
Boris the Brutalizer. Sorry, Lauren.
Thank you.
We've got a bit of a brand building here, Chad.
Yeah,
I'd
you're right,
really
you're
appreciate it if you brought it home.
Boris the Brutalizer.
Didn't even like Blade. I'm devastated.
He can pick his own nickname.
Quiet. Chutney.
Brutalizer was a really nice item in Heroes of New Earth. It enabled you to get lots of mini stuns if you were playing like an attack
so
speed.
much. It took all my teammates away. Everyone kept going to
One was
play it.
better than League.
I used to play Wretched Hag and Magmus.
That's what I used to hear on like Vent.
Yep.
It was like, oh, let's go play some porn. Ugh.
Carrigan's dead already with the
Voodoo
AWP,
Jester.
so we can keep that out.
Who's not been playing their ranks? yet?
Pestilence, was that one of them?
I think that was the Bug Boy.
Yeah, I like the
Oh,
Bug Boy.
Chris J.
Bug Boy was
He was
good.
like Tide Hunter.
Hold on. Is he feeling a little fruity?
feeling frisky.
He's got Frozen with him. Here we go. Ahead of the flashes gets to. Nice work with Frozen. Woo! Oh, he's going for more. Go on, Chris J. Have a crack at it. Frozen felt brave, but now not so much. Chris J already on the challenge towards this balance, and he's done really well to contain that B threat.
Magix, I kind of like what you're up to here.
Boris?
Boris the Brutalizer, folks. He's got an idea. And he has the spray control dropping off. Tracer fire, a bit of a problem. Buying time with the Molotov. Bemis and Robs. And a threat. They've got so much util, but it's Magix you've got to deal with. Firing the shot to disguise the drop off into pool. He's got the aim for this, Lauren. Oh. Hasn't got the first shot. Robs has had the perfect weapon for the job. They'll go ahead and recover anything they can find. Looks like they might even be able to take the double AWP save. That's the conversation they're just having in the comms. Looks like they'll go for it. So, a third for Mouse does keep this game competitive after what was a sterling start for the Team Spirit gang, 4 in a row. And yet to see Mousesport string together 2 consecutive rounds, which is why it's been a bit up and down. But of course, they're coming into this one with a full buy, all of the bells and whistles they desire. See if they can string together a second here.
Such an awkward CT hold right there. That really comes down to just hitting your shots. And I know that sounds stupid because that's what Counter-Strike's all about. But the point is they're in limbo. They're in the mouth of Banana. That's an area where usually a lot of utility gets thrown on down. And if a flash was to come into that position, you're vulnerable. You can't drop behind a box. You can't hide behind a wall. You have to stand. You have to fight. And Chris J delivered in a big way. So 5 kills to his name so far. And they were impactful frags in that round right there. Double AWPs back on out and aggressive they push. So Carrigan seeing if he can find anything over towards alt middle. We'll have to find SDY.
Junkie boy.
Yeesh. Double AWPs picked up. Double AWPs open up into round 10. Chopper catching a bullet as well. Well, this really will slow things down. So couldn't be more 2015 if they tried. Smoke lands towards Coffins. Smoke lands towards CT. Now flash for Frozen on Chris J's peak, but no one's coming. They were hoping the double pump would pull out any of those CT smokes, but they're being very restrained with him. Carrigan with a flash. This is supposed to be the second pop. So same smokes again. Look what the CTs are doing, just rotting them. Poor guys, poor souls.
Frozen's still got his as well. That was a gift from Carrigan. Still parting. Here you go, boys. Have a smoke. No worries. I'll be
Now
back
watch
around
this.
if you
If they
need.
throw them again,
Look,
Frozen's going to throw his.
Game of smokes continues. Oh, that's a big chunk of time, isn't it?
Just dialing back to the information, check how much mid control there is right now on the side of things from Mousesport. BMS is tucked in under the pillar. You had Rops in tow close, also watching off towards that Halls position. Now Carrigan's rotated back over. He has full control. So at this point, Mousesport, they've locked them out of B with the smokes, and now they've locked them out of coming up quad side. So it will be the save from Team Spirit. They've just gone, nah, we don't want any of that.
That's amazing.
Nice smokes.
It's amazing. Yeah, you want an example of why you should buy a smoke grenade? There's a couple. So Carrigan rotates in from A, drops his smoke, and just as they try and do their double pump, just as they're trying to throw those smokes out a second time, another blooms. And for the quick maths, for those of you wanting to do the maths yourself, just shave 15 seconds off the clock every time you see a smoke grenade. So around that 30-second mark is where Chad and Henry have previously educated me as to really when you make things awkward. You saw that just forced the T side to save, and it was without firing a single bullet. Look, Magic's just realizing as it blooms, okay, that one's a save.
And if you consider it from the CT side, if you get harassed early and you have to drop your smokes, then you need to start playing heads up. So the Ts, if they can be more aggressive, if they can force you to use those within the earliest stages and apply pressure within the first minute on play, that's really, really good. So now it might be one of these more direct approaches from Spirit here as they've had to force buy in. It was the $1,900 loss bonus and the 3 saved guns. So it looks like it's going to be an A. Maybe lurk, as Magix is set up with the smoke, but the other 4 players are still a little bit deeper back towards middle and alt middle. Bomb hasn't been picked up just yet. That initial smoke coming through hasn't forced out Rops' position. He will lie in wait. Here we go. It's back towards A they go.
Hey, smokes. See if Mousesport have buttoned themselves up a little bit.
Chris Chase here this time, though. Look, 4 players around. Spots out one. Oh, gosh. You wanted more than that. Now Magix has cracked things open. We still have players present, though, 3 to be precise for the CT side. But look at the amount of map control Spirit are just kind of worming their way into. Libraries taken over. Carrigan trying to retake a little bit of a step towards top mid. He's got it. That's nice towards Chopper. Expects Mir. Going to keep him locked in towards Boiler. But there's the rest of the hit coming in. And Rops and BMAS, nice hold on the site.
Yeah, SDY with his low HP and now Mir fracking as well. There is a world where Frozen can't do anything. That bomb's already gone down. What a way to turn it around. Again, Mir just always the cleanup crew for Spirit. Lets the chaos be created and he comes in with a big old broom.
Frozen heard the scope towards site. He knows SDY's
though,
there.
is he going to go hay bales or is he just going to... He's going in dry. Going to shot in the back of the head if he's not careful. Mir converts it. Triple kill again. That's twice so far in this half. Mir has turned it around with a multi-kill. Not only 3 in this round, but the pistol as well. There were 2v4 in that round. Let's see how this one started. So Magic's jumping over Chris J in pursuit of that AWP. And then here comes Mir, just as Rops was trying to tuck into the pit. Not only that, but scooping up the bomb. A very late arrival into the apartment's position. And this was just the angle. A matter of time. 7-4.
The coolest thing about that round...
90, bro.
Oh, I like it.
What?
The fish swimming down second middle.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
okay.
Frozen's just taking a chunk of nade damage towards top banana here. He's not having it. He's not loving it.
No. Come on, Young, do something with this thing. I don't know where you're going to bring that, but I guess it's one way to put Carrigan in a bad spot. Quick mid control and a quick tag. Nice work from Carrigan. Going to fall away, try and get some more territory. BMAS set up for success. He's in the perfect position, perfect timing, and great kills. And in the blink of an eye, old Idis Balance is left with it all to do.
T-side AWPing Inferno, he's had very little to do. Very little opportunities for contributions. He's going to have a good go of it here, though. Chris J's just to his left. Hi. Rounds 1. Frozen towards CT spawn as well, but that's where the story ends. So Mousesport gifted a not only round, but keeping 4 players alive enables them to start nurturing a little bit more of that bankroll. See how Bemis had a lovely spray transfer here. Really comfortable stuff as Carrigan found that last cherry on top.
They can work their way back into this half now. Check out the money situation for Team Spirit. It's towards the bottom of the barrel loss bonus, or it is bottom of the barrel loss bonus. Next round, they'll get 1,900. And that's why they've gone for the force buy here into round number 13, trying to make this one as competitively viable as possible. Those direct A hits have been working up until round 12. Let's see if it's a different approach. And apparently Chopper has an idea over towards Banana.
Well, idea's just about to go up in smoke, though, isn't it? Double molly comes in, Chopper forced away again. Nothing to be done. Take control for the CTs.
The flash has worked.
Yeah, that little bit of util does give a bit of room. Even just one flash can get you a chance at it. Obviously not much, though.
I'd love to see a deep smoke and parking those CTs deep down there, but Chris J just lost his head on a look. Mir, always one worth to watch. Good catch there, Rushley. Chris J down. Now an M4 idle at the top of Banana. There is a universe where this one gets awkward fast. I will remind you, Magix has got himself a Galil and no slouch at all. Rob's missing his nades. Not going to be worth complaining about there. Carrigan given the responsibility now as you see Frozen's angle towards CT Arch. If he fires one shot, it might be Frozen's time to get his knife out, but Chopper's taking his head off. Here comes Spirit accelerating. Orp picked up, Frozen vulnerable. He does find the necessary first. Mir's got the M4, and he knows he's got a lot to do here. Frozen, they jump over his spray. Absolutely magnificent. Bomb can go down. Team Spirit with only armored Deagles are forced by 1,400 on the low end at times. But now with weapons, kits are present for the CTs. Rops is crawling up Banana. I don't like the look of this one. Mousesports are going to have to try and find someone to give them a new lease of life. A smoke grenade for the bomb. There is a kit. Incendiary for Disbalance's position. Here we go.
Okay, CT's so poised for this, but they've got to get a move on. We're halfway through this bomb timer. Rops starts the progress towards Banana. Gets down Magix's game on. Flash comes in, but it's got to be quick. And Rops is so good at this, but Disbalance goes down, and suddenly it's all Mir. But the time, it's gone, it's faded away, and it was a good attempt, but it matters not.
Yeah, I don't know if that was the worst idea, though, because by killing all of them, despite that bomb plant, Chad, I know this is probably your job, but going for that was probably egged on by Carrigan of saying just kill as many of them as you can. Even though that's a victory, because it was on those Deagles 1,400 force, they still haven't got all the bells and whistles. It's not the worst thing in the world for Mouse.
Yeah, I think when you look at this, the 3,500 loss bonus, well, sorry, win bonus in this case, doesn't net them the greatest buy. But I think the problem for Mouse is they're having a tough time dealing with these direct hits. That was a much more strung out round, but there's enough utility with the Mac 10s coming through. The Team Spirit can go for another one of these A plays, and this is a problem.
This could be a problem. Rops and Bemis. Spot one on the jiggle. This could get overrun. It's not the trade they were looking for. And now Dinks. Okay, this is getting awkward. AK upgrades gifted as they charge towards apartments. Carrigan has to do some close quarters AWPing.
He knows he's in trouble. That's really good on the first, but how done on the second. Mir is trying to keep this one together, and that fast pace is working so well. Bomb thrown across, and the plant might be coming in. Keep in mind, Frozen ain't that close. Chris J's all alone. His position just got found.
Yeah, by being impacted by the smoke. That's a rare one. Frozen. What do you want to do with this? Do you want to announce that, Apps? You want to just try and bait a shot? Mir does reveal his location. Mantles onto the bike and costs him his life. Frozen tried to nade him and Disbalance gets the frag. Spirit definitely woke up on the right side of the bed today. 13 francs for Mir. Chopper on 11 as well. The two heroes of the pistol round have broken Mousesports into the last round of the first half of the first game today.
Which is wild, because 2 rounds ago I was saying Team Spirit were broken and Mousesports could have battled back into this half and found themselves potentially with the half win in their favor. And now the shoe is well and truly on the other foot. It's just Deagles, CZ for Chris J, utility against rifles. So Team Spirit, by winning that low buy round before, have really turned this first half on its head.
Ooh, nade comes in, Carrigan goes down. It's him this time. I think it was Robs before, but the flash ain't bad, but the aim's not there to back it up. Mir outdoes him, and suddenly that little element of surprise has been revealed. Chris J hoping for a bit of a better luck. Nope.
This should be 10-5. I find it very difficult to see Fromus.
The duo.
Yeah. Well, next time they're in a 2-on-5, Fromus will be coming out to play.
Fromus?
Frozen Bemas.
Yeah, Fromus.
And Rops.
Why have we never done Frops? That's pretty strong.
Yeah, Frop sounds good.
Oh, it's with the Frexo and the Frumps and the Fronty.
Oh, he's been actually influenced by Rush and he's loved it, hasn't he? So, Frops.
Boom. That's Frozen. It is just the lurk. I wonder if they will push for info on that. Rops is surely communicating that he's got a lot of friends heading his way. Utility to boot. He's got his nade, not incendiary. And that's, I'm afraid, damage, but no cigar. Oh, more damage. Just balance tagged up nicely. Magic's catching bullets. They're doing some fantastic damage, but not what they were hoping for. Bemis with a smoke. Frozen on the Galil. Armor as well. A smoke towards the pit side, but I don't think that's really going to get them too far. What's the lineup for this one, mate? Yeah, that'll do. Helps them walk up on the site. Maybe just hoping that they'll go down with a ship. Two of them probably too low to save in that pit position. It is planting the safe corner, though. They probably are.
Not going to do anything for him. Last round of the half here.
Oh,
so
yeah.
not quite sure what Mousesport is doing. There isn't really a way back in as it just is frozen, left alone. It's a nice shot there. Finds a second, but sorry, Frozen. The round's over, mate. Well, they did go down with the ship, and that'll be the half. So 10-5, Spirit looking good on their map pick. We'll be back after the break. Carry on with Inferno.
That would be weird. I've got Lauren Pansy Scott and Chad Spoonge Birchall hanging out in the studio live from Cologne.
And Green, I think.
Green?
Hello?
Hey, Green.
Henry's just invited us to play Swamp.
Did he leave out Rush?
He's tagged Rush, Sponge, I, and Pansy.
Yeah, I did get tagged. I am slightly busy tonight, though.
One
sadly.
sec, one sec. We've got a mid push. We can come back to our Swamp plans. We want to make sure we've got everyone locked and loaded because we've had, what was it, 3 players walking down middle, but the ones that didn't put themselves over towards the apartments. Now, T-side obviously going to keep that in mind as they've seen the presence there, and Frozen just straight through it. Idis Balance kind of left to try and pick up, but Frozen again keeping this very, very tricky for the CT side to get back into, and look at Carrigan.
SDY needs to be careful here. He's going to get caught in no man's land. Okay, well, Idis Balance has fallen, and it's going to put a lot of pressure onto Chopper, who's in the pit right now. He has the kit. Frozen's found another one. All right, well, this round's done and dusted.
Right, get back to Swamp. Chopper. The last one live. That's nice.
Okay.
Clean.
I'm down.
Nah, no more. Right, so Swamp tonight. Are we excited for this? Are we feeling it? Are we on for it?
Look, if it's this afternoon after work, I can fit it in. I can't.
How busy is your damn schedule? What are you up to all the time?
He's just
socialite.
A new man.
Well, you go outside, don't you?
Yeah, I like outside. There's the sun, there's the fresh air.
The birds.
The trees.
Bees.
Birds, the bees. I love all of nature.
Okay, well, look. Chad's not coming.
Thanks,
I didn't say I wasn't.
No, he's in. He's in.
This afternoon.
We're having the plan, Lauren. I know Chad likes plans, so I'll tell you what the plan is.
Too.
We're going to go home after casting this game. It's going to be a really long 3-map affair.
Of course.
When that's over, we'll go to the gym. We'll exercise. Then we'll go and play some Swamp, maybe a cheeky Vertigo, maybe an agency. Rush will be there. He's down.
Office.
Rush has agreed, so that's cool. And then you can go and socialize, Chad.
Thank you. I'm glad I have permission.
You do.
Lauren, do you want to write me a little note to take with me?
Please excuse Birchall from his Swamp meet.
Just, it'd be nice if you socialise with us a little bit.
I socialise with you all day, every day.
Literally every day.
Free time.
Every day.
With a microphone in front of our face.
Every day.
Sometimes I'd like to play games with you, Chad. I don't know why it's such a big deal.
You play games with my heart every day, Lauren.
That's not true, and you know it's not true, Chad.
We're
Play
so
some goddamn
predictable.
Swamp. That's all I want to do. And we have everyone waiting at the top of mid for the T side. This is taking some time, though, so there's always a little bit of danger late. in the round, but luckily for them, it's only 3 CTs here rather than the rest who are still faffing around at B. No quick kill to come through for the Deagle. Magic's trying to find the right place to put the, I don't know.
Swag 7.
Yeah, I don't like calling it that, but hey, it works. This balance is making it work too. 2 kills, but the others have taken over, and now, sadly, the range of that thing will be a deciding factor.
Good damage, though, and as the bomb's just gone down, both players, Chopper and Mira, already on the scene. That Molotov's going to hold Mira at bay for a moment. Hopefully it doesn't spread to his toes, because he will get very, very hot very, very quickly as Chopper searches with this Deagle.
I reckon Chopper hits this. I've just got a feeling. This first swing. Oh, damage. Not enough, though. And Mira armored Deagle. And a bit of a challenge ahead of him. Carrigan's not interested in waiting around. He converts. And so for the pistol, they get themselves their second. That was the force buy, so should see 3 now. This is the return after Team Spirit doing the very same on their T-pistol. This time opting for 2 MAC-10s and the 3 rifles. It's a pretty potent mix. Wish I could use the MAC-10 at long range.
Tap, tap, tap away.
Tapping on him. Ooh.
I was making a, I think I was doing a Happy Gilmore reference, I'm not certain.
I was doing a song. Take a look at the ADR. Your server front runner is Mr. Mir. Interested to know how he handles just the USPs and HEs. Don't know if there's going to be any particular successful catches. Maybe Bemis is destined for a conk on the nose.
He'd have to jump or make a sound cue to give this away. Because he is alone, there won't be too many grenades to give away his position.
The one that Magix is throwing, does that go half wall or is it still car?
I think it's going to, ooh, it's quite high. It depends on if he steps forward or not. If he throws it just a jump throw, then it's probably going to land just around the car position. They're actually changing their trajectory of the grenades right now. You can see SDY pivoting as well. So at this point, Mousesport get a free A site. We can see, if you look at the top right of your screen, the radar, they will be sauntering on in. No dramas, nobody home. They're going to put their feet up. They're going to eat all the goodies in the fridge. They're not going to take the trash out. And Team Spirit are going to be left coming home and going, bloody hell.
How was your day? Well, just did nothing.
You might try and hunt them here and use this MAC-10 to farm a little bit of extra cash.
Ooh, I like
use the one on Rops as well. It's not necessary. The MAC-10s can be potent on the gun rounds. We've seen that. But frags, stats, headshots, that's what we're here for. So let's see if we can have a couple. Oh, there's a dink. Chris Jay's probably not going to double dip in for that one. They're just holding them in. They're locking them in, making sure they can't be hunting for any frags. This is just almost a unicorn round we might have on our hands here. Full unicorn round. So that was exciting. Round number 19, about to get underway. The guns will come out. Team Spirit have the AWP up in the hands of iDisbalance immediately. Chopper going for that FAMAS so he can get the defuse kit and a full set of grenades, and everybody almost has all of the goodies. So 4 smokes. We're going to have 3 Molotovs. We're going to have 5 HEs, so a good amount of chip damage that can be done, and a bunch of flashes going up against the Galils. The MAC-10 kept from BMAS, some AK-47s. Nice little run boost from Magix there. Deep smoke towards the bottom of Banana, and away we go.
Going quick, though. MAC-10's out. BMAS is up. Chopper's not giving away the game, though, but they're keeping track of it. Mira and Magix combined. Make Banana all theirs. And the T's will have to operate without 2, but Magic's obviously lost on the other side here as well. But it looks like they want to try and get top mid control.
Oh.
iDisbalance going to miss the first. Not an easy shot.
Oh.
Neither's that, apparently. Chris J going to make it look pretty swift, though.
SDY needs a couple here.
Yeah, he's been trained on, but Mir's just pushed the smoke. They treated it like a wall. Ops does trade 2-on-2. Carrigan up on that graveyard. SDY suspected. Does just pop his head clean off. Nice biding of time from SDY. Rob's aggressing. Chops, rather. More like Chopper. He's in towards Library. Just seemed like he has the flank here, but if Chopper clears long, he might suspect.
Oh, yeah. This is all the timing.
Yeah, he's checked it now.
Good stuff from Chopper there to be cognizant that that little gap was opened, and they will find the AWP to give to iDisbalance yet again. So Team Spirit with 11 on the board get to start their CT-sided campaign. Mouse will be able to get another buyback on the board. No plant, but not the end of the world. And this was a shot from Christian to iDisbalance. We've seen a couple of AWPers, Christian and iDisbalance now getting pressured over towards that arch side. Here's everybody at home on the fan cams. as round number 20 will get underway. Chopper with the Famous Mir once again. Doesn't have the silence then for this time round. So the buy on the CT side, it's not ideal, it's not perfect. They should still be able to use them relatively serviceably, but the AK is much more potent than those nades. Very good.
Yeah, they weren't ready for Chopper either. He's mantling on the logs. Doesn't quite get to convert the damage initially done to that of Bemis. But a 4-on-4. Magic's rotating in.
Spirit have no map information right now. They know Banana's been given up. They have no brackets control. Halls is also a problem. 4 members from Mousesport setting up towards Banana. Smokes and flashes ready to go on over. 2 smokes, a Molotov to work with. That's my burn.
It's quite nice. And there's the trade out for it. Mir does stand his ground in the fire, so he does burn alive. Horrible way to go. And site's under control. It looks like Chris was the first one in, the one to test it all out. Bomb is now crossed. A little bit of a damage, you know, through the smoke, but nothing to really write home about. And now the post plant begins. All 3 CTs currently in CT and looking for a way forward. Re-smoke goes up. The T's get a couple more seconds to stay undetected.
Yeah, he's going to try and flash them in, but Chris is pretty safe behind the pillar. Rop's likely going to be the first contact here. Oh, it's Chris J. Just swings out into SDY now. Rops reveals and connects. Disbalance collects. Gets one, but does get the help out of there. Oof, got the hiccups.
So just to note with the entry into that B-bomb site there, Bemis going down for that trade is very worth it because of his low HP. So they used him right there to draw that fire and give themselves to get the kill onto that of Mir. So good stuff using the low HP player as a bit more of a decoy. Open the door to the B site. And we know when we talk about maps like Inferno, especially, the retake potential does become more and more difficult. There was low utility for Spirit to get back in, and they've had to take themselves a bit of a timeout here to discuss their options. iDisbalance has the saved AWP. We can see that Mir has enough to go for a buy with a Famous if he would like. Chopper could also purchase on him with an M4, but I think the correct decision with this lead that they currently garner, only 2 rounds at this point, should be just the partial. Some Deagles, maybe like Kevlar, smoke grenade in play here and there, and allow iDisbalance to work with the AWP. See if you can open him up, see if you can get him a chance to find a pick, and you can just take a look at the scores right now. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now about to head into round number 6 of the second half, 4 of which have already gone in the favor of Mousesport. Doing a good job as a bit of a team here. Frozen, Rops, 14, 13 for Carrigan, 12 for BMS. Chris down the bottom there with 8. As Mousesport's in this honeymoon period, the new additions, the new roles, it's been working out quite nicely for them. Once again, the gravitas, the importance of this game. If Spirit win this and Fnatic lose later in the day, Spirit will be locking themselves into contention for that playoffs. And Mousesports also desperately need to win. They have a hard match tomorrow up against Vitality.
Great beginning though, isn't it? CZ, all the guns. It was great. He was the only player on B. So if they do eventually lean towards A, this could play quite nicely to the rather poorly purchased Team Spirit. iDisbalance is the big one here. Nice work towards Apartments, catching Chris with his pants down, and iDisbalance gets the chance, even sees a second. That's the bomb loose just over the top side of mid. If they want that back, they're gonna have to work for it.
Just USPs. Just USPs, CZs, and AWP, sure, but okay. Ops and Bemis. B-Mops.
Rymass.
Rymass.
Sounds like a Pokemon.
It does.
Yeah.
It's a Pokemon right there.
I choose you, Rymass.
I think they're saving,
Fire,
guys.
water.
I think they're saving.
What's right? What kind of Pokemon?
Oh, it's that Rhino one.
Blastoise.
Rymass, like a stone Pokemon.
Remember that one? There was like that Rhino Pokemon. You remember the one when you made it to
Onyx?
the... No, it wasn't
It was
Onyx.
actually literally just a rhino.
Oh.
You made it to the game... Oh, what's it called?
I think
Pokemaster?
Italy, but it's not.
No, where you could go out. It was like They had them locked up, the Pokemon, and you could go hunting them in like a field, but you had to. Did you get there on the bike?
What Pokemon did you play?
You
Go
went
hunting them in the field, locked in the cages.
I actually had a really funny
Rhyhorn was...
That's the one.
Rhyhorn. I had a knockoff version of Pokemon I got from a Spanish street market.
Okay.
Oh, nice. What did you
And
get?
it had swear words and stuff in it.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
It was like this weird cracked or like, I don't know, version of it. And I just remember all the text being like slightly rude. And,
Oh, my.
and my mum was let me play it. So I had a really cool version
You were
of
the
Pokemon
naughty
Yellow.
boy at school, like, oh, look what I've
Yeah,
got.
mine says,
Can't swear now, of course.
oh, I would never. Disbalance is a bit of a baller, but he's backed up and makes sense as he drops himself a smoke granata.
More nade damage down towards bottom of Banana here. We've seen a bunch of this so far. Good utility usage from Team Spirit, really just hampering Mousesport into early stages of these rounds. Have to clear out close, so the utility towards Logs. BMS taking even more damage, down to 8 points of health. He's not having a great round here in round 22. It looks like they're gearing up to head over towards the A side of things. There are enough smokes and Molotovs to set us up for an A hit. Chopper Jiggle peeking towards top Banana. Has Mir in tow with a flash. So he has the bailout in place if they are pressured. And towards top middle, they still have information as well until this smoke drops. So that'll land. Molotov to secure top mid as well, locking anyone in towards that porch position. In exchange, we see the CTs dropping some of their own. 45 seconds now. Decision time for Mouse.
Got to make it happen. Got to be somewhat quick. And here we go. Top mid, they look once again. Another nade comes in. Carrigan going to be the first on the chopping block. Disbalance can't make it away from Boiler. The trade comes out as Magix picks up the mantle. And now we're down to 30. More players to get through. Magix will have to give away the game, but he's got Mir there in support.
Oh, he plays the edge of the smoke so well. Does Mir. SDY fine into Carrigan. Looks like the 13th for Spirit here. Bemis, no health. Oof, no hope. 13 now for Team Spirit, and he's getting to the real pointy end of Team Spirit's map pick. Don't forget, they've only got 2.5 into this round. That just doesn't feel sufficient.
So 1900 was the loss bonus right there, I do believe. And with that in play, we might just see Mousesport going for this partial investment. You can see Rops had a little bit more. He'll buy a CZ. BMS will get himself a P250. Carrigan grabbing one of those as well. Chris J even going to invest. Frozen is the only one not to buy on through. And a flash for Carrigan. Where are they going to use that? Needs to be a miracle flash right here, right now.
Can we have a round with Rush?
All right, Rush, you ready?
Hello.
Gonna give us this one?
Sure. Looks like I dispensed through a grenade. No damage, though. SDY up in the app's very powerful position. Rops to the CZ. We've seen him with it. We know what he can do. He's a malleable player. But here's that flash coming out. Oh, the smoke. Not good timing. They are just going to chill out, but there's a lot of presence towards A. We do see 4 players here. Only Chopper just jump peeking with the smoke out, but moving away a little bit. But Carrigan, he's thinking about the flash. He's thinking about the lineups. Oh, you don't like that, but he's been watching some pro tips. He knows exactly where that flash needs to go. Looks like it's going to be towards short. There is no one there. I doubt SDY is going to get blind off of that. But they're just slowing it down now, just thinking about all their options, which has baited a rotate, but they are coming fast up short side. SDY with a little smoke, spotting over, gets one, gets two. Is there a third? Oh, it's messy. The bomb's going down. Oh, this is going to be huge. Frozen. This round was unwinnable. A single flash brought in, puts it into 1v3 Chopper. We've seen him with the AK before. We know what he can do. He's a viable player. Does get some damage down, but I don't think it's looking good. That's a round that I don't think they expected to win. They just won a bomb plan, but they won it, so that's fantastic.
And they're very malleable players.
Very malleable.
You can't deny the malleability of the individuals with the ability. But no, this is a crazy round. Frozen getting a double kill into the site. Rush, of course, hyping us up and getting us through what was just P250's Kevlar vest and a little pop and to short the punish.
It looked simple, but yet so effective, doesn't it?
Yeah, the frags were there, and it's kind of given Mousesport a new chance into this map. It was looking practically over. Bemis with his own Molotov to skew up their deep smoke. Interesting.
Well, they can't take the deep T-stairs nade damage if they're not in T-stairs, but Carrigan, till... Oh, dear.
Ouch.
Hopping on T-side's hard enough. Give him a chance, boys. Let him have a little something to play with. Ollie towards the top. No need for the flash, it feels, for now. Bemis just going to clear as he goes. Bit of safety garnered. We do have Magic's returning towards B, though. Boosty uppy. And a little smoke back. So, not particularly proactive in trying to take that B control, but I guess they don't really have the ability to do so, what they've been working with, but nothing really out of the ordinary.
Yeah, so right now the arch side smoke was just dropped from Mousesport, so that's going to obscure the vision of Mir here. The fact that Mousesport could have limbered up middle is possible. That Molotov and flash combo leads exactly to believe that, but for Mir it should be clearing any second. And while they're doing this, while they're waiting for the smoke, they're setting up towards Banana. It will be the hit. iDisbalance not going to be able to do too much behind that. Chopper's rotated in. Magic's was boosted. Now he's well and truly out of dodge. On to B they go.
Good flashes. Bemis draws first blood. Disbalance. Mir rotating in. The tough call you have to make here. You have to try and hope for a combination of luck through the smoke, good utility usage. Magic's and SDY still on A, so they're saving. And Chad, is the food just... Did they take the food at 3?
If you want to get food, you should go now.
Yeah, I'm going to go get a plate more of that.
Might already be out of luck.
Oh,
get in there, get some snacks, find some tomatoes, I don't know, have a good time. Right.
That's the thing, when we come in, you have to eat immediately. It's the only time you have to eat.
We've had quite the start of the day, Chad.
I know, there was lots of things happening. I even had to shower in the office.
Chad's had an office shower.
It wasn't as bad as you would imagine it to be.
It doesn't really appeal to me.
No, well, I didn't want to.
What?
Didn't have enough time.
Excited.
Yeah, but I bought my bathrobe, I had my towel.
Yeah, a little moment in the shower, a little head and shoulders moment.
Little slippers. I've lost one of my thongs today, so I don't know where it is. I've either dropped it on the walk.
Like a pack of 5, you'll be fine.
My flip-flops. I've lost my flip-flops. I've wear one of them. I only have the left one at the moment, so I hope it's either in my room. I probably dropped it out of my bag while walking down the street because I was in so much of a rush, I didn't even zip the bag up.
Okay, so it's just...
It's probably on the street somewhere, out the front of the hotel.
You can't leave your thongs around the place, Chad.
No, you can't. You need to make sure you take them with you.
Yep.
All right, well, that was a pretty simple approach on that B bomb site. But now, as this is, once again, the map pick of Team Spirit, we know what's on the line. We know if Team Spirit are able to grab this and later in the day, Fnatic lose, Team Spirit will be locking themselves in for playoff contention. Bemis will be putting down that same Molotov yet again, wanting to hold back this deep smoke, and it won't be thrown on through. So the buy, this time for Spirit, has 2 MP9s in play. One for SDY, one for Chopper. Mir up towards the sandbag position. Over the top will be Chopper with some utility. Normally, with this smoke molly combo, they peek from the site, Lauren. They're actually trying to set Mir up. So check this out. Smoke will land. Oh, Molotov lands. There's nobody home for Mir to pick on into, but maybe he'll use this to go even further forward.
Okay. Let's see what Mir does. He was the standout for this team, and a lot of the CIS fans were saying, hey, look, he's not new on the scene, but it's good to see him in form against tier 1 teams. These are big teams he's facing off against. He's been playing very, very well recently.
I hope they weren't telling me that he was not new on the scene.
No.
Vega Squadron, he was in Gambit. You guys want his life history? I bloody got it.
Look. Hey, Chad, it's not. It's all good. People are just saying, he's been around the block, but exciting to see him really finding form here. Turning a couple of heads. Chopper, though. Leading by example.
It's going to get BMAS in the smoke here, I think.
Oh, the nade could be...
Let's throw it now.
He doesn't know the timing on it. There we go. Nade goes out. That could be good. Let's see. Decent. Not everything you dream, but the overall damage, the splash damage, is good enough. But he's all alone, so Chopper's going to have to do some serious work here, and I don't think he's capable of it, sadly. No, left.
Another save call. Has to be. Has to be another save.
There, boys.
There's no way back in. You've lost the site. There's no one even really putting that much damage down. The rotation was far away. If you're Mousesports at this point, your bank is built. I would actually be, if I was Carrigan, and once the first 15 seconds of the bomb have ticked and you've heard no sound cues, you haven't heard any nades, nothing going on in that variety. Yeah, start chasing. Start sending your net out. One of the reasons they might not want to chase is they don't want to give up too many AK-47s across the other side, and I can see that side of the coin, but there's enough money for Mousesports right here that they could warrant sending out 1 or 2 players to see what they can find.
Just want to let you know, Alex, I know you're assuming, but people are worried. Make sure you don't drop barbecue sauce on yourself again.
I went for mayonnaise this time, Lauren.
Smart.
Well, that's even worse. That'd be even worse.
Yeah. I put some sambal and some mayo.
People have really picked up on just like, oh, make sure you don't spill it.
I had a lot of people messaging me saying that they were sad for me because they knew I had a new shirt and then they knew I got barbecue sauce on it. I actually came in today with sriracha on this shirt. But the makeup artist gave me a nice wipe.
$4.99 a month. You can buy Alex a bib.
And support me and my messy eating habits.
He's a passionate eater.
I am.
Right?
Apparently, yeah.
Really.
I'm very easily distracted. So I think focusing on my meal
Take your time.
doesn't
Why
happen
don't
very
you
commonly.
enjoy it for a little bit?
No, I'm here to do my job, but this is just you know, I'm about to put a chip in my mouth, but I'm holding down a button so no one will know. But now you do, I suppose. Here I
meta.
go. Chewing a chip.
Well, chewing the fat is Team Spirit right now. They just have to talk through their options.
What was the rebuy coming in on this?
They've been able to get an M4 up, so it's still just
It's
one
not that
MP9.
bad.
Last round was 2 MP9. The saves are just allowing them to continue to go for rounds like this. If we take a look at the loss bonus, it's kicking on up quite nicely for Team Spirit now. That's a good opening from Carrigan. So I just balance goes down. Chopper wants to see if he can get that AWP. He will be able to find it in the smoke. This is looking much better for Mousesport as they've been able to put together the last 3 in a row.
Yeah, this is a nice start. Robs, though, battling for some lurk space. Oh, goodness. Carrigan catching a bullet to the dome, and Robs gets caught by the reaction speed. Magix, he was not the one to pull the trigger first, but he is the one to draw blood. 4 on 4 then. SDY and Magix tucking into the site after that damage. They will forego control of the bracket's position. Chris J having to strike a balance between aggressive and defensive. Mir's going to jump for info on that smoke and call that nobody's home. So that T-smoke from Mousesports hasn't really gained them much. Chopper's even rotating. Mir's pushing.
Oh, wow. They know it's A.
Oh, they know all right.
The molly. Oh, it didn't cost him any time. Frozen's gone right through it. I just like. Oh, Choppy are brave as hell. They're trying to bail these boys out. Some Young's still alive, though. And the shutdown comes in. It was very much grasping at straws there. It felt like very, very, very fine margins. 14 to 12. Spirit do stay alive. Can they spread the wealth enough? I think so.
Yeah, they can. There should be enough
good,
room to buy across here. So because they were saving those guns time and time again, they didn't have to reinvest in too much utility or weapons. They were able to save themselves a little bit more money as their loss bonus. That wasn't great. In those 3 rounds, they made it all the way up to just the 1900 loss bonus coming on through. The 24 they've been able to avoid, so back down we go. And we can see here, Disbalance, aggressive Banana again. This time tickled on up by a lot of damage. It looks like Mousesports have gotten Banana control, and not only have they gotten control, they've put Disbalance down to 37, Chopper down to 36. Hot flash through, Carrigan leading by example, almost takes Chopper out of the equation here. Probably a little bit unlucky not to find that frag.
Look at Chris taking the bomb through T-apps. Like, that's a rare route. Taking the bomb all the way to second middle. After all of that action on A, Mops previously caught out by some great reactions from Magix, but I don't anticipate that will be such an issue this time. He's actually got a HE in his hands at this point, hoping to catch himself a Rhynorn. What did we call him? Rymas?
Rymas.
Rymas was the Pokemon.
I was trying to like combine the names there. It took way too long.
Rymas is the Pokemon we've created, and that's perhaps what his magical ball. He chooses to deploy the Oblong instead.
Still time for Mousesports to fall back to B here if they do decide, but the utility looks like they want to head over towards A. Pressure towards Arch side. SDY needs 1 here.
Has to choose his meal, and he can't get either of them. Spoiled for choice. His choice spoiled him. Chopper's dunked on. Magix has to deal with Rops. Pressure from Graveyard, but Rops this time gets his revenge. 2 CTs for the retake. Looks like 13 for Mouse. Disbalance and Mir to change my mind.
All right, let's see what they've got to do. 10 seconds. Bomb should be planted any second now. No problem there. Rops' timing could be wonderful. Yeah, slip past, but timing is going to be a factor, and money's a factor too for the CT side, of course. Response. Nah. Didn't get anything.
It's the right call.
Yeah, back away time.
Oof, so that may have been heard, the footsteps just down middle. Rops might start hunting, but he's gotten the long way around, all the way over towards B. So where they came from, Disbalance and Mir will head over to save. And taking a look at the loss bonus coming through in the following, it will only be 1900 into the bank balance. That is enough for Disbalance to drop a gun. Chopper will have enough to go for a buy of his own. But SDY and Magix, it's not going to be fantastic. You can see there, 2.4, 2.2. Scoreline 14 to 13. Round 28 about to come on through. This would be a good time to take a timeout. This is SDY not being able to get either frag there, so swinging wildly. Frozen did a fantastic job to trade that out, but it's Rops' multi-kill. Then dunk with the HE and then finishing off Magix towards Pit. It completely removed any capabilities to defend that A bomb site. And no timeout taken, but the force buy will come through. So the guns have been dropped across. They were even able to get an M4 into the hands of SDY. It's just Magic's here who'll be down on that SMG. Serviceable.
All Spirit have gone this side so far. It has been a Mousesport showing on this T side. It has had a couple of responses, don't get me wrong. There's a reason they're on 14, but the CT side hasn't been flawless, and Mousesports have had a way in. And it looks like second mid's away again. Chris J already up in the apps. Good presence with Rops there. Sumdai Young on the other side, though. Waiting for this to come through. Carrigan, smoke in hand. Smoke goes out. That's towards CT Arch. There's the molly towards quad. Sumdai Young knows what's coming his way, but where's the timing? Where's the hit? It's going to have to come soon. Nade in hand now for Chris J. Util back. They've drawn out those final pieces, but top mid's under control. Rops makes a stand, comes out, gets the 1-for-1 trade, but Magix is in trouble.
Yeah, they spotted him and they know where the other is as well. Carrigan's piecing this one together for the squad. Chris J first in and takes Magix first out. SDY in graveyard. Behind his smoke, they suspect. Avoids the flash, that's something. Chopper does actually catch Chris. That's going to help them with the retake. It's now numbers favoring Spirit. And it's extended again. Mir's there. This bomb gets difficult to defend, and Chopper takes their head off. That's colossal stuff. Team Spirit on for 15, courtesy of their leader, Chopper.
Yeah, there have been two clutch flanks that have come out from Team Spirit. One in this round here from Chopper and Mir, and in the previous Mir when he pushed all the way down through that banana smoke. Able to come up quickly through the quad position again. So this is going to put Mousesport still in a position to buy. Their money's looked fantastic. Good, I want to say good trade. If I'm Midas Bounce, I'm probably a little bit tilty about that whole scenario right there, but he was pressured forward. And Chopper with the quick reactions, 21 kills to his name. So just one more round right now from that of Team Spirit to snake away map number 1. It was their map pick. Next up will be Mirage. We know that they can be proficient on that, have been working on their T-sides. As we're going to head 3 players towards top banana right now. Magic's with a deep smoke. MS Molotov in play again. Lots of nades and pushing. They want to clear.
They do, and they're right to do so. BMS was there. Looks like Spirit starting as they mean to go on. Chris J quick to contest.
Yeah, bit of a second wind here with Spirit. Feels they've come alive a couple of moments now, but there is still 4 alive for the T side. They did manage to get one back towards Sumdai Young. It's certainly not over yet, but a bit of a stack. 4 players now towards A for Spirit. And if it carries on this way, they're in the right place. Up towards mid they go, hearing all of this. They've got to know what's coming their way. Magic's with the wild spray. Idis balance. Excellence kicks in. The CT side a little less tricky. But Rops is your last man standing. Good night. First map goes to Team Spirit. 16-13.
It's Mirage, and we're getting straight into the pistol round. My goodness, here we go. Already, Carrigan on towards the bench position. Mir's on the flank, 5-5 still. No blood drawn as bomb does go down. Digits punched in courtesy of Frozen. Mir's putting bullets into the head of Rops, looking for a second as well. Chris J could get overrun here from the short position, but nice, precise work on the Glock keeps the numbers in favor of Mouse. Numbers, of course, from GG.bet seem to favor that of Spirit. But 3-on-3, Bemis dealing with the kit player. That's SDY, drops it down in the kitchen position. Getting a bit overwhelmed here. Frozen does tuck in. Time's on their side now, and a great shot from Bemis. Mousesport's taking the pistol. Team Spirit took the first map. Mousesport's off to a start, and a dream start here on their Mirage.
So if Nico joins that team, FaZe is basically dead.
I suppose so, yeah.
Maybe Yanko will come back.
Ooh.
The return.
The reunion. Definitely.
So I'd love we get, you know, bad Yanko, good Chado. Just those two constantly.
Yeah.
It was quite
Well, you've heard about Chank. Have you ever heard about Chanko?
Oh, damn, just a little bit of venom on the end of it.
Exactly. I can see those two just arguing all day about how Counter-Strike's meant to be played. But yeah, conversation for another day. At this point in time, Spallant smoked off. He might throw a pot shot through on timing of his own internal clock. They're pushing for ramp info. they'll find nothing. SDY at the moment with nothing to report. Mears pulled out the Mag 7. It's certainly a prime location for it to do damage.
They might find Rops here, depending on the timing. I should need to fix your bloody HUD again.
Bemis up short. This is the Mag 7 duel that Mears been waiting for.
God. Oh. I have no idea. Oh, Magix has gone down, though. There could have been a little bit of a time buyer. There's one. Oh, that's ambitious. No, stop it.
Stop.
Stop.
Aries. Stop.
Oh, I'm not liking that
Chopper
anymore.
might be okay, but oh, okay, never mind. The flank from Rops is even better.
Just both of them around the world. Awkward rotations and ratty positions, but all that matters is that the bomb is down and Mousesports have the site under wraps. There could be a bit of damage done. The rifles still stand, of course, for the T's, and they'd love to keep those up. If they lose any of them, that might be not a big issue, but it's obviously not ideal.
Yeah, some of the things that we can note with what we've seen on Team Spirit on this map, on the CT side especially, watch out for Mir jumping through the window, landing over towards the short position. The railing, he likes to sit himself on that block, using the smoke as a one-way. Team's flashes will come on through. He peeks his little head up and gets a multi-kill. So that's one little move there that we know Team Spirit like to run. On their CT side as well, they can play quite retake. They do enjoy playing retake on that A bomb side. And if you are Mousesports and you're aware of this, one of the things you should be looking to do is take away connector and jungle control to make the retakes even harder for Spirit, as they want to play more passive over towards that side of the map. And that was about all she wrote right there, was Mir. Now, the thing is, it was great that he let them slink past and had the info, but also kind of the reason Magix died over towards the B side of things. So selling him down the river without a paddle.
So quick note, Alex, was Spirit the team that had that really bad statistic on buy rounds? Yes,
they had a T-side conversion in Pro League of 38%.
Got it, all right.
Buys.
Just wanted to try and make sure that was the right team. So obviously there has been a lot of Counter-Strike.
Certainly.
But right now we got Deagles out, P250, a nade or two, but it really is not much.
Shouldn't be too many dramas here whatsoever. Ooh, okay, hold up. Mears has something to say about that. iDisbalance has picked up the rifle. Pressure applied. Christian, he might go down. There's another one coming on through. It's
Excuse me?
a 2v5 just like that.
Oh, wow, what a turnaround. Bomb down. Bemis, only a Galil, wants to try and dig himself out of this hole. Frozen alongside for the ride and an AK for retrieval. You don't want to make that sound cue just yet. Frozen opts for the reload as he has to work on some form of flank. Bemis does grab himself the AK and a bomb. Frozen's called Be Clear, so Bemis now trying to find a safe passage back to the undefended site. Frozen working on a lot of information here. A 2 versus 5 required from Mousesport's young guns.
Chopper could do some work here. UMass being very quiet about his maneuvers, though. Trying to stay cool, calm. Spots bomb. Didn't get the timing here to Loved on that.
Winnable now.
Does indeed make it very winnable. Bear in mind that we do have Frozen posted up quite well towards B. He'd cleared as he went. The trade out goes in, so we do see the Galil heading towards Sumdai Young. Nicely armored up, of course. Magic's without, but AK's not bad. Whichever way you want to cut it. So it's retake time with 4, no kits though. So it's got to be quick, and Frozen's going to be the first and the last. Mir, are you kidding me? 4 kills that round. The first, I don't think we saw. The last 2, we didn't see, because you're not meant to win those rounds. You're not meant to have a Deagle with 9 HP and do that.
He got the first kill over towards Palace, which gave iDisbalance the Galil to find the second kill over towards Ramp. Then he picked from top of stairs and killed the individual who was there to trade off of Chris J, and then just runs into the B site, not a single care in the world, and finds those 2 frags. So this is the first one, Galil down. Second one, about to re-pivot. You can see there in the kill feed taking down Carrigan. And here's the last 2, just running in. No dramas. Oh yeah, easy as you like. Mir the monster. Poof.
Yeah, the miracle machine.
All right, well, Mousesports will be able to get the guns back out. But that's an early round for Spirit to be posting on the board, all things considered. Went into that with Peanuts. Come out with the whole circus.
Disbalance continuing to run away with this. A squeak of Chris J's nose.
Full send, isn't it, though?
Yeah, but look how much space they've previously had. It looks like Disbalance has managed to knock them off their perch, and there's only 3 of them now gathering towards this B site. The corner of Magix is the most powerful of the lot. The smoke fades. Oh, God, he just catches him as it fades. He gets the info on the map. Frozen's in that headshot position, hoping that SDY will provide, but it's going to be nades instead. And another round that's going to grind to a halt. Mousesport's just slowly whittled away into a round loss.
They were missing a whole smoke with that attack right there. I'm just watching it back on Skybox. They had only one of the 2 pillar smokes up. They'd used
Did they miss it, or was it just not?
It wasn't thrown. There was one over towards the window, one towards back of Cat to sell their mid fake. BMS used the smoke to get himself out onto the site, and Frozen through the left side pillar smoke. So, curious one right there. Just give her another watch back. Just double check, make sure that it wasn't missed. Yeah, it wasn't missed. They didn't throw it.
Just didn't happen.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, we're still looking at Mousesport with a bit of a question mark. We've seen what they can achieve, but there are going to be markers where things are a little out of sorts. Maybe there was intention to it, maybe not. Whatever it may be, this round looks pretty wrapped up. Rop's the last one. We've seen Mir do great things with the Deagle, but it's very hard to instigate those moments, especially on the T side. So down to 8 HP. Should be all but over. Quite like those gloves, though, Ropsy. Quite like them.
I wonder if that means Cold Zero is going to go hook up again with Fallen and Fur and stuff.
Oh, God.
Well, you know.
You wouldn't want to do that, would you?
Well, why not? If he moves back to Brazil or whatever, because right now he's living in Serbia, right?
True.
So
maybe the reshuffle of that, re-roster of what, you know, whatever they try and pull together could be
if you can,
tasty.
Yeah, I think Cold is obviously still one of the best Brazilian players
100%.
outside
100%.
of Furia. There's even more players, like Rain's available now, Brokey's looking sick.
I wonder if Cloud9 now goes, that's a couple more maybe around.
Kirby's screwed.
God, I didn't even think of Kirby. Bloody hell, what a cursed choice he's been making. If this is all true, bear in mind, this all comes through, but...
That's normally true.
It normally is, but we'll wait for more word here. As we do see the hit coming in through Palace. And a 1-for-1 trade out, but it's Idis Balance to hold the back line.
Yeah, this is getting scary now for Mouse. They can change it, though. Carrigan wants to plant. SDY should contest that. I'm surprised he hasn't. He lets that go down. And now with a bomb, Frozen Frag and Disbalance, there's a real world where this does not achieve too much. Mir, though, always good for one. And now SDY reveals his location. And that's the way Spirit like to do things. Neat, tidy, 3 left standing.
Good plan from Mousesport. It means that with these rounds that have been posted on the board now, a buy will be possible once more, but it's just going to be the bare minimum. So maybe they want to try and get an AWP up and see if they can find picks through that avenue. That would now mean Mac 10s, Tech 9s, Deagles, that kind of a buy with utility once more. They have tried the B-bomb site. Maybe they could head back over there with more pace behind it, get down those smokes that I was talking about so Idis Balance cannot pick them off the catwalk. But I think if we see Spirit posting 10 rounds on their CT side, maybe even 9, you could see a 2-0 here today. Their T side, it's been getting better the more we've watched it.
Nice. Nice mid dealt with. Molly as well. Back on him, but keep in mind the weaponry for the T's is subpar. Galil, Deagle, Techers. And the Tech 9 locked in the top of mid still is not ideal. Carrigan's been caught and there's no getting away with it now. Looks like maybe a pivot back towards A as we do see Rob still towards Palace. And if he gets that pick, it's game back on. Maybe a plant comes in and we can start that conversation if it actually happens, though.
Look at the money right now for Spirit, though, Lauren.
Oh, they're laughing. This is the best you've seen them look this early on in a Mirage. I was a little bit worried when I saw this coming out. But you know what? So far, so good.
Frozen and Rob's so difficult to find any room here, and it is a retake setup from Spirit on the site. They're more than happy to give up A. SDY would have too many positions to cover off on his own, so giving them enough rope to hang themselves here. Once they know that the bomb will be going down, you can see Chopper ready to rotate over. Idis Balance will be close as well, just clearing out all the naughty angles. Curious if
Playing a smart game here, aren't they, Spirit? They don't want to give away anything, and SDY could get caught. He has been spotted, so that's a big frag, and that's the one they needed. This is where usually they come alive. You can see Chopper's opted to descend to pick himself up. I thought he'd pick up the kit. He actually didn't go that far. So one less kit for the retake shouldn't have any ramifications here. Frozen picking up a smoke likely does, though. He's thinking about dropping at CT. I like the idea of that, but Magix is taking his time on his arrival. And that's perfect. Tucks himself in. Oh, but gets the frag onto Magix. Now this 2v4 becomes all the better. Rops with one, Disbalance to clutch. He knows Frozen was last spotted CT, but Frozen always played the game perfectly. Just tucks it on the triple. Oh, what a reaction! Has he got the defuse?
He's going, oh.
No, 1/2 a second too slow, but damn, Disbalance. Impressing us. Why not? Hitting shots like that, that's going to turn many ahead, and pops one off from Frozen.
Bloody hell.
Let's see that one again. God, he was just a millisecond too shy on that one. Getting onto the bomb, he knew he had to close the gap. Fastest reactions as well. Oh, so close. Look how close this was. Green. I would say less than 1/2 a second.
That's
0.3.
That's a frustrating round to lose. A 4-on-2. With only the partial investment, that was Galil's Tech 9s. It wasn't an all-in. The all-in was this round. This is what they were saving for. So Mousesport's pulling a rabbit out of the hat right there.
Or a habit out of a rat.
Rats can have habits. I hope they, do better soon. Lock in, lock out towards B. BMAS, Chris J tried to have a little bit of a dabble.
Carrigan's got that Disbalance flick down 100%. Let's see if he can get some more, though. He's going for some close quarters. He's having a bit of a mare here. And that was Carrigan trying to take matters into his own hands, and Frozen perhaps is more capable. Jumping into Magix, doesn't have the shots. 3 kills again from Magix. I'm fast becoming convinced by the Team Spirit roster on certain maps. It's a good one for the CT side recovery and puts Mousesport on nothing. But let's not forget there is the T side from Team Spirit ahead of us, which has previously had its fair share of issues. So Team Spirit getting these CT rounds, they're going to want to make sure they don't let any crazy ones slip away in the same way that Mousesports have. I think across both maps, Chad, we've seen at least one instance of Mousesports losing to USPs or Deagles and Scouts.
Yeah, I think they have a more volatile style of play at the moment, and buttoning down all of those type of rounds when you're giving a lot of freedom to your riflers to take space, difficult to do. Maybe they can bounce back with another miracle round of their own. Lauren, have you casted Draken in Valorant?
Once, I believe.
Does he still have the 30-degree window problem, or is the bigger models a bit easier for him to hit?
I haven't seen enough of it, but I did try and sell that storyline, and honestly, it
Kind of worked.
Yeah.
You got it across the line?
Still applies, yeah.
I loved his tweet about Valorant. It made me real happy.
What did he say?
Just trying to compare our beautiful game with that.
I mean, it's perfectly fine to have 2 FPS games in the same space. It hopefully breeds a good outcome for Counter-Strike, having to, maybe pick up a little bit in certain areas, and obviously for the other game, it gets to be able to kind of try and base itself on something that's lasted for, what, over 10 years in a competitive manner?
20.
Yeah, fair enough. I guess 20 we'll
Don't forget Heaton. You going to upset Heaton?
Would I ever?
It's Poddy's birthday today, Lauren. You want to upset him as well?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
All right, 20 years. No, it's good to have competition. It makes everything
like
improve. We like to see it. Good fun and games.
Competition breeds innovation.
Yeah.
They just double smoke Cat. Yeah, so this is...
Is this just like teething problems for a new roster?
Potentially. There's no reason to be double smoking that position that I'm aware of. But this is that mirror spot I was talking about. Jumps out window, gets himself tucked on in, plays over the smoke as a bit of a one-way. They're more than happy to wait for these to clear because there is a timer on this. Mir has to drop on down, and BMAS, he might actually have the frag over the top of the box, so well awares. Good pick from BMAS.
You see his corpse just landing in front of Chris J, like, okay, well, that's confirmed. Definitely, as he's doing some Pilates in the staircase. Boosting up, remaining silent. Taking some liberties now, Mousesports. Balance on the rotate, realizing assistance required. SDY on Ram, Chopper, Palace, they're coming from Connector. Whose responsibility is that? It should have been Disbalances, but this is a gap. This is a big gap. They're all coming. And Chopper's already been caught. Oh, so many targets. It's overwhelming. SDY does well to find one. Disbalance has his back covered. He tucks in. Frozen spotted. Oh, SDY eliminated. In the words of Rush, homicided. Magix.
Brain.
Oh! Does Brain on 2, and now Chris J's gone. From brained to rained on the parade, and now, ooh, could have been the frag. Bomb needs to be retrieved, though. He's doing well already. Disbalance confirms the location. And damn, Frozen landing on the back of his neck, 7-3. So much cash, Chad. It's getting to the point now where Team Spirit have got enough cash for the rest of the half.
Yeah, this is problems for Mousesports because they're Already down a massive hole, 7-3. There's those double smokes. You can just see them. Still the opening went in their favor. This was all Magic's ducking under that AWP. I thought that was fantastic work. His flank and the way that he took territory is what allowed iDisbalance to rotate over a little bit early. But your point there, Alex, to do with the money, if Team Spirit managed to keep, 3 alive in the majority of these rounds, they're going to be looking hot to trot as this half tickles on forward or trickles. You could tickle it.
Could tickle. I'd imagine it more of a trickle.
They are very poised here. Kerrigan could do something quite fun with that Tech 9 if Chopper's a little unaware. We'll see.
One.
He didn't really do much. Fair enough. No
I
worries.
love the Orgs. Look how good it is.
Chad, they just get normal kills, so you always go, oh, the Org guys, the Orgs.
Out.
Let me explain. Let me explain. Let me explain.
I heard you the first time.
It got nerfed, right? And everyone was like, well, we don't want to use it anymore because it's been nerfed.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what they said.
It's still very viable. It was always still very viable afterwards. People were just Counter-Strike players.
It's because they nerfed
players are
the Org,
stubborn.
the scope accuracy, which feels counterintuitive, right? When you're like, oh, well, this weapon has a scope, it's the only defining feature of it, and then they nerfed the new feature of it, the reason you would have bought it over the M4. It's easy to make the logical, quote-unquote, logical decision to assume it's worse. But, of course, what was forgotten, the hip fire accuracy. It was Chopper to get the first 2, Mir mantling over the smoke for the last, and now Mousesports again, left scratching their heads, hands down their pants, just waiting for this round to end.
Rush, good job catching that smoke, by the way.
Thank you. I didn't catch me as Deagles, though, so...
Is that a player graffiti, or is that always on Mirage, that red thing on the right?
I'll have a look in 1 minus
Yeah,
second.
just do your
need
thing.
Rops to not kill 2.
Just do the round rush.
Maybe I
Go on,
can
Rush.
just...
Have you ever cast a 1v5?
was over here? Okay, never mind.
To your left, yeah, just to your left.
I can go there.
Yeah, that thing over there, on your left. Left, that's right. There we go. Okay, so it was a player one, it's gone.
Okay, yeah. It
It must have been like a red easy or something. It looked like a great place to line up nades, but clearly not.
I still think that's one of the coolest things Valve has done, though. Like, kind of, they've done a lot of cool things, but I love that they, like, immortalize these great moments.
Oh, the graffitis?
I think
yeah.
they're brilliant. I love that. Like, how cool is it that, as I said, maybe 10 years from now, you go to Morris, like, what is that on the wall? Or, oh, what is this on Overpass? And you're like, oh, actually, that's it, like this. Like, the jumping double from Cold! Exactly. Like,
Echoing through the hallways
so
every time.
Cool. I love the fact that it's in the game, right? It's a tangible thing that now is, like, made into history. I love that.
No, and it's the same with the stickers. I think it's really cool because if you've dedicated your life to a game to the point where you've managed to qualify for the major event, I think the least they can do is immortalize your gamer nickname that you've had since you were a wee gamer.
Yep.
And now,
So cool.
everyone who has idolized you or been inspired by you can represent your gamer nick, and the team, of course, as well. I think that's really cool. Big part of this community feel that Valve's games tend to operate on. I mean, this is literally just a community mod of a game that Valve bought.
It builds legacy in the game.
Here we go, Rops. I like this. I've got a good feeling. Boom! Headshot.
Feelings are right, Alex. They're bang on. iDisbalance kept in check. Game on this round.
Yeah, this is going to get really messy, but Kerrigan caught in middle. League have had very strong retakes so far. Rops could do it all, though. Oh, he's playing with fire in the open. Magic's punish. Beamer's only a Deagle and the Kevlar vest. Frozen rotating in to do his best. We do have the flank coming in from Mir, and already Beamer's tagging down one. He does do some trivial damage. Frozen, 54 points of health. And a Desert Eagle, 50 caliber rounds required. And here comes Mir. In 3, 2, and there we go.
I love that. That Molotov, knowing that Mir was coming for the flank, is more just to bait Frozen into looking in their direction. It's such great stuff to see. And it's the micro game that I am enjoying on Counter-Strike.
God, I don't suppose you know what the name of that skin is there?
Print Stream.
Print Stream.
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, no, if you want to get one of those...
CS Money are going to hit me up.
I don't know. Sales haven't been returning my calls.
I followed them on Twitter and they didn't follow me back.
Guys, I had
classic.
two very big retweets recently. Archilect retweeted my photography.
Oh, wow. Okay,
Yeah, so
nice.
the AI that's got an eye.
I love the just like weird anime they sometimes post. Very
Exactly.
aesthetic. Though,
Yes,
yeah.
well, it's funny because it's like an artificial intelligence that's got taste. And but they did a tweet saying like, "Show me your art," and I sent some of my favorite snaps. and
They liked it.
it was retweeted. So that was cool.
Oh, that's cool.
One of my
What's the other
idols.
one?
And when I tagged Sony in my photography stuff, they followed me on Twitter.
Well, you had the
That's
Storo one.
sick.
Don't
Oh, and
forget that.
Stora. So I've had 3
That's big.
big time Twitter moments recently.
I need to look at mine.
Sony follow. Stora Parkour retweeted my sweet box jump.
Sometimes Henry replies to me on Twitter with swamp requests.
Yeah,
That's about it.
Henry and his swamp ass.
He's just lived there for the past.
Living in Malta, of course. His chair's just periodically damp. Mir, periodically dank. Gets the head on BMS. And that one org, I was about to call it the double AWP, but it is just an org. And goodness, Mir is playing with fire. The counter to which is frozen.
Streaking
Towards
across
middle.
the pitch right there.
Drops. No slouch in the Palace lurk. SDY trained on his position with that org as well. Oh, perfect flashbangs. SDY reveals, but quickly Chopper found. Magic's as well onto Chris. This is getting intense now, because 2 from B, but SDY still exists. They know what he does this whole time. They boost over the smoke. This is good. And a tag. It's not the frag they was hoping for.
Oh,
And Carrigan's hit Magic's. Okay, so this gets interesting. Disbalance has the capacity to dunk nade, but now he's lost it. Flash forced him
Carrigan.
back, and yeah, this looks bad for Disbalance. Does fire off the warning shot. Nade confirms Frozen's relocated.
still worried about it, isn't he?
He's clutched before, but this one would be a little bit beyond. This could be a 10-5 finish. This could be a,
Good. I want to
and
see
those
like
first 2
5
rounds.
AWPs off the spawn. They've got so much cash.
I thought that, 9 or 10 would probably be enough for Spirit.
I want as many as they can get. I mean, we've seen that T side. I don't have full faith in it yet. I think we've seen the kind of bad side of it. Maybe that's been on the improvements list.
Frozen, as he's finished shooting off that kill into STY, cops the bullet through the box there and goes down to 9 HP. That could have been the complete difference maker of that round. So final round of play here, round number 15 for the first half, and everybody has what they need. Money aplenty on both sides. AWP on either side. Disbalance and Carrigan again. Org out for SDY once more, and Mir being a bit of a nuisance over towards middle. So nothing new here. The continued jiggle for middle, the flashes for info, a minute 25 on the clock, and they're more than happy to retain this information as long as Mousesport doesn't apply pressure. Window smoke now, Mir is going to have to reconsider his options. Nade a little bit too early and picking. Bimus will be taking him down and Carrigan onto Chopper, so things looking good for Mousesport here.
Yeah, mid's all theirs. Gateway open. Magic's going to put himself towards the back of window. Double smoke towards window again. Maybe a couple of issues here and there, but it doesn't seem to matter too much if they're heading towards B. So far, yes, the pick did come in for Disbalance, but the site's open, and as we saw, Magic's was at the back by window. So it's still going to be a bit of a tricky retake, and look at that lurk from Robs. Ever present. Sometimes Young did just find BMAS. Maybe there's a little bit of life in this one. Bear in mind, we'll have to see what Robs can do.
SDY gets
good.
him. Oh, no, Robs was ready. And now Disbalance caught in the off angle. Carrigan finds his 4th frag, doubles his scoreline in the 15th. My goodness. It's 10-5, folks. Team Spirit, 6 rounds away from 2-0ing the series. We'll see all of you in that fan zone when we return.
win. This is not a drill, hold nothing back. It's sure to kill. In this leap of faith that you're in me true. You stand alone, but I'll watch over you. The clock is ticking, the clock is ticking. A single second could mean everything. Time is running, the time is running out. Don't give up, don't give in. Don't let me down. Be the one to wipe their grin. When they hear this sound, don't give up, don't give in. Before they catch your glitter, I know you'll find the strength within. This is your last chance. Now's your time to shine. Make it count.
What's going on, everybody? We're back for 10-5 half. Team Spirit on Mirage. It is the pick of Mouse, and already we've seen a fair few ups and downs. Disbalanced 15 frags alongside Mir, who are definitely pulling the strings and controlling the pace. Rob's a slight shining beacon for Mouse, but we need more. I say we, myself, Pansy, and Spun J.
Hello. Not playing the game.
I'm not going to take the bait on that one. Don't worry about it.
Just wanted you to say hello.
Hi.
Like,
Thank you.
you know, well, not Q. It was Countdown or wherever they go around the table. And it's like, and here's Dave from Edmonton.
Yeah. Exactly. Like waving like Dermot O'Leary.
All right, smokes towards A, and away we go. Nothing too fancy, nothing too beyond imagination. Nice little smoke towards Connector. That keeps out the vast majority of the CT.
Oh,
so,
dear.
whoops, this isn't Inferno again.
Yeah, but this time Magix is already starting to connect with a P250. An armored P250 for one of the stronger aimers from the region. Ooh, and one of them just got eliminated. SDY trades, Frozen's gone. Carrigan was on short. Chopper dealing with Robs on the stairs and distracted enough for SDY to profit. Carrigan, Chris J, no smoke kit though. Closing in on that connected duel. Carrigan needs this cleanly, and SDY with reactions. Very nice stuff. Chris J with a chance. It's minimal, has the kit. Can't find the bomb. Oh, it's open plant. Fakes it out, Chopper checks and confirms. Magic doesn't need to move a muscle. Magix will not move a muscle. Magic still stands his ground. Spirit take 11. And triple kill from SDY to get them out of the gate.
The funny thing is with those SDY kills, he hits all the hard ones, all the heads-up ones, and then as soon as he picks and the player's not looking in his direction, he misses. And that once again builds into the constant storyline we tell of just how difficult it is to shoot people in the back on the pistol rounds. Now the question, does Mousesport go for the force buy? We've seen Rops invest with the Deagle. Carrigan with a HE, and well, that looks like that's it for this round. So Mouse are playing it relatively conservative, and if you remember Inferno, they did the same thing. They had more of a standard round for round number 2.
Did they have that weird buy at one point?
Yeah, and then round number 3, BMAS had the M4 and everybody else had Deagles. So I want to see what it looks like as we move into round 18. This one, unless Rops can go absolutely bananas.
Or grapes or apples.
Love a grape at the moment.
Yeah, have you ever dabbled
them
in the frozen grapes?
Yes, I can do it. The red grapes, seedless.
Have you noticed that there's my downside with frozen grapes is they become a big mushy, kind of gross, half frozen mess if you don't finish the whole.
Oh, I only do half. I'll leave half in my fridge for if I want a fresh.
But
and
you
then
are
I'll
one
treat.
banging the whole. What do you call them? A bunt? There's a word for them.
I think it is. It isn't.
No, it's not a bunt. It's a
Bunch?
no.
Bunch of
Bundle?
grapes?
No, it's got a
Handle-
fancy
Bindle.
name.
It's a bindle of grapes.
There is something where it's like in a basket
It's
of. Or,
not a bushel of grapes. It's a barnet of grapes. It's a
Barnet?
no. It's not. What do you call those little
Help,
containers?
chat. You know what? I believe
don't
in you.
ask them.
I don't have that
no, not
vocab.
Chat. No, they do. They're smart.
Grapes.
In like a group of.
Basket name.
I was thinking punnet.
That's it.
Is that
It's a
it?
punnet of grapes.
Isn't that punnet of strawberries?
Well, it could be anything. Could the
It
punnet's
can't be
the,
anything.
the thing that
Punnet.
facilitates
A
it.
small, light basket or container for fruit and vegetables. A punnet of
strawberries.
strawberries.
Just a good example of it.
Never heard punnet of grapes. I'm not saying it's wrong. I've never heard it.
I mean, yeah, it's just typically what you would receive your grapes in. In fact, I've got a picture here, Chad, if you want to crane your neck over, of 250 grams of grapes in a punnet.
He is actually coming over.
Yeah, he is inspecting. I acknowledge primarily raspberries, primarily strawberries, even a cheeky bloob.
Yep.
But I
Cheeky
do
Okay. Oh yeah. No.
do
All
see
right.
a grape punnet
right
as
there.
well. All right, well, from punnet to wow, there you go. I
Counter-Strike.
like to give myself a challenge. I just wanted to see if I could find anything that rhymed just off the top of my head. From punnets to
Pundits.
Pundits.
We're here.
Thank you, Lauren. You see, you just got to give yourself challenges that eventually don't work out. Round 18, just the second map of the day, and already feeling like it is certainly going to be an uphill struggle for Mousesport. I imagine they've got Fairy Liquid all the way up the hill, and they're wearing flip-flops.
Well, if they have both flip-flops, they might be having a better day than I.
Yeah, lost a flip-flop today, or as the Australians call it, a thong.
Yeah.
My friend Chad lost his thong today. I can say that with a straight face. Flashes. Robs. Fragging. Should be 2. Perfect flash. Sets him up for the play. It was Chris J to take 1. Chopper out early. What's he up to? Garrigan collects a freebie. And this one will just peter off into nothingness. Magic spotted in towards his palace lurk. He's just going to try and get the hell out of dodge. Disbalance perhaps could rock this boat a little bit.
This is the perfect round for my magic number of 3. Because Mousesports haven't built a bank just yet, if 3 frags are able to come on through from Disbalance and Magic's combined, they will limit the buy of Mousesports going into the next. But I don't think Disbalance is going to be checking that cheeky corner as Rops will finish him off. And now it is just Boris, the brutalizer.
Watch him go.
2 more for us, Borry.
You heard him. Knows BMAS is on that ladder.
He was trying to bait him to look at his direction with that sound cue. Look at his set of nades, though. Molotov, 2 flashes, a
Holy
HE.
dark. Go on, I want to see BMAS fly up that ladder all panicked-like.
Well, this is naughty.
Let's get another frag. What does well to find it?
I just want to highlight Stushlet, who got the word instantly. So well done, member in chat.
Douchelet.
Well done.
Shout out to you and your punnet knowledge. Respect. We'll
I've
actually
got it.
send you some ESL branded punnet of grapes over to you. Just be sure to...
Gosh, I hope you live close to
Yeah.
where we're sending them from.
Oh, no, it's fine. I mean, it's totally approved. We're doing a grape giveaway. It's grape.
There used to be a gentleman named Stens who owned a fruit company back in Australia, and he, for some reason, started liking Counter-Strike and started running tournaments in Queensland. And he still sells fruit today. So if you're in Queensland, buy some Stens apples.
There's really tight laws in Japan that stop you from having esport competitions. So one of the biggest tournaments there, they just do a huge giveaway of fish. You basically have a fish dinner if you win.
It's pretty cool.
It is. It's
Winner,
very
winner,
popular.
fish dinner. I
yeah,
like
exactly.
that. Nice ideas. A 3v4, though, I want to see if there's any wiggle room here. Where can they make any space?
I know where.
Go on.
I don't want to tell you.
Oh.
Spoil it.
They've picked up the 2 AKs top middle. So here's some space that we're talking about with better weapons. So Disbalance and Chopper just went from Deagles to AKs. Quite the upgrade, let me tell you that much. And back over to A, they will quickly scurry. Having to deal with BMAS on the site is going to be difficult because overseeing is Carrigan with that AUG. So jump peeking at the moment, he'll be the bait. BMAS lying in wait, should be able to grab himself 1 kill. They got a smoke, 4 flashes, a Molotov. Perfect placement from these will give them at least a better clue on where to look, but it looks like they're playing contact.
I'd love to see BMAS just bide his time here. Element of surprise is everything, and Disbalance gets spotted. That's the bomb. Carrigan will communicate that. That should be the bomb drop. Bemis chooses to leave his hidey hole. Magix reveals his location, and now a chance, but Chopper squandered. Frozen frags in 12-7. Mousesports getting themselves into the CT half. That's 2 consecutive rounds. They needed that. Starting to get their fraggers online as well. Double digits required from all of them. Still yet to see Carrigan, Chris, and Bemis join them in the fragging department. But down to just the 2K. Spirit likely will have to just swallow their pride on this one. Maps a flash, perhaps an attempt at a plant, but even that's on the high end.
Yeah, this might just be one of those around the world, better at the utility. It's not too much they will be able to get done here. Mir has the Deagle, so we saw what he was able to contribute in the first half with that $700 hand cannon. Might want to do a run boost with SDY and Magix to open space for Mir to see if he can punish. That will be Carrigan jiggle peeking between window and underpass with the jump. keeping himself mobile. This is going to be a very difficult shot to hit. If it was, Mir would have to have a perfect timing. Appreciate a little bit more passive over towards the cap position, and so far Rop's not worrying about looking towards middle whatsoever. So here comes the run boost. That gives Mir the chance to pick. Karrigan only has a USP.
Trying to get his money in line with the front runners.
On a flusher.
A flusher. So waterfall out of apps could be effective if they get something with Mir's Deagle here, like that. Oh, come on, give me another.
Karrigan's trying to get the gun. Oh, he's been able to get to swipe it away.
Should be the plan. Could be. Could have been. Maybe. No, just balance. Yes, Magix has got the necessary frag. There is a CT though. Bemis on CT. He's opting for the fresh reload. They will hit pause here, hoping that the CTs don't check their corners.
Yeah.
Okay, Mir is an absolute demon, and he is taking all of that B space. Look at his balance. He's running all the way through. Magix is actually in a prime position to stop the rotation.
Oh my God.
And Team Spirit are doing it with just Glocks. Not again for Mousesport. This is going to be another heartbreak. To get through, he has to find Magix. It's not going to be fun. A flash, a smoke. He doesn't want to use any of it. He's just hoping to catch the timing.
Oh my God.
I can't believe it.
3 surviving. That was all just Mir's Deagle opening. That's all that was.
Yeah, the only investment into that round was a Desert Eagle.
I just love how they were able to exploit all of those like awkward rotations. So they'd leave one there. Okay, Mir's going to post up towards ladder. As soon as they get that pressure towards Karrigan, right, Mir's in for it. Okay, let's pop old Magix in a best spot now. Catch the others from A as we go to B. Oh.
The coolest thing about this was the fact that when Karrigan had to rotate away from window, Magix took the gap off the bench immediately. SDY and Magix both pressured. There's also A plays coming in. They want to deny the plant that Alex was talking about, so Karrigan's now having to worry about A site, connector, and window. And now their money is trashed here as they...
Cream cracker, Chad. Absolutely creamed.
Karrigan.
Balance takes his head off. Trying for some mid-aggression with that org. Rop's happy to take the upgrade and will scarper away just before Chopper makes it clear he's heading from the underpass. A run boost and a flying through the sky. Disbalance doesn't see anything. Smokes will be deployed. One connector, one window. Mid is theirs, and they can take all of that space for free. What's the go from here then, Chad? You thinking that mid to B wrap with SDY's position?
Yeah, he would just have to be very, very late. If he gets tagged up here by Chris J, that's going to mean his prong of the attack will be taken on down. So flashing on over, that gives them... Well, it's a smoke actually over towards the window positions. This is good for the players coming up catwalk. Chris J spotted. B's in trouble.
They finish off the one frag, and more tags being distributed by Chris, so he's making that scout really quite deadly. Another tag. Chris, so good at dumping the damage, but it's not lethal yet. Frozen. That one was. SDY's knocked him on his ass. Magix to plant. Bemis wants to contest. He's impressed us on this site already, and he has just about got there in time. SDY, though, deletes him. And poor old Rops. Nowhere to go.
Grim scenes, isn't
No
it?
shelter in this storm. Team Spirit continuing to lay down the law. 14 now, just seconds away from being confirmed. It is an ugly gun, isn't it? The org. Like, I don't think there's, you know, if there were guns and you were picking them.
Not that.
You know, like this one walks down the catwalk, people are like, yes, it's very avant-garde.
That's Stoya org.
Steuer org? Is that ugly?
It's the, I think it's the brand of it.
Oh, it's the brand. Oh,
No, I think
you're
it's the
doing your
name of it.
nerdy gun knowledge.
Yeah, it's the old bullpup assault rifle.
Bullpup assault rifle.
Rush, am I right? You're as nerdy as I am sometimes.
Yes, that is a bullpup rifle. You know it's a bullpup by the way the magazine is loaded in behind the pistol grip, I believe. And I'm probably going to get people saying that's not true now. But I
You
think,
made a dangerous
Welcome
game.
to the internet,
Yes.
Rush.
Oh, no, no, no.
Mousesports, no money, no hope, just Rops and the bullpup.
Bullpup.
It's quite satisfying to say. Bullpup.
Yeah, I do like that.
Well, we saw a weird round work out before. I just haven't seen Mousesports do it today, I don't think.
They had one on the T side of Inferno, I
Was it?
think.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
I'm
managed
trying
that
to
A
recall.
split, but otherwise they lost the map, so we'll forget about that one right there. The This one feels very, very difficult to see how Mousesport could be winning it. Multiple kills through Rops would probably be the only avenue. Frozen with a Deagle could also chip on in, but the USPs for BMAS, Carrigan, and Chris J probably not going to net too much unless Team Spirit limp on in single-handedly or individually.
Uppity over.
Yeah, bitte. What a nix. Oh,
He's been heard.
Oh no. Get out of there.
Yeah, rethink
Pull
that
that
one.
off.
Chris J. Or I should say the Dutchman, formerly known as Chris J, eliminated. Mir with a double as well. Rops has his head rocked. Frozen looking a little nervous as the Mir hunt continues into B. Ooh, there you go, some revenge. Ooh, spots disbalance as well.
Pivot A.
So that is going to make Carrigan at least convinced that his flank is worthwhile. Meanwhile, they all pivot into A, 4 of them now on the site. 5 seconds later, they are going to jump and check their corners. And nice work again from Chopper. I am really starting to be converted into the Team Spirit way of thinking. I can definitely get behind a playoff run from them. It'd be nice to see some CIS underdogs doing what they used to do just at the majors. They always used to be a CIS name or two, causing an upset. Carrigan will get himself an AWP.
I feel like we need the replacement. Was it Hellraisers? He was always around, wasn't it?
Mega Squadron, Hellraisers,
Yep.
Windstrike. We've always had them.
Yeah.
Gambit,
Oh, true.
Vanguard.
I think Vanguard, what the hell's happened to them? We haven't seen them in
Dude,
forever.
do you remember when they were in a major final?
Yeah, well, there's been a couple of those. Major finals, there haven't actually been that many great ones. That's
Do you think it's because our format sucks or are we just
Always
unlucky?
semi-finals.
I think it's because our format sucks a little bit and they don't reseed the brackets to set up good matchups. So obviously they shouldn't necessarily reseed in Swiss, but I think if we just had like a double elimination bracket off the... nah.
It's a hard question.
It is really hard.
Yeah, there's no
It
easy
is.
answer. But it is that like classic like tradition that the semi-finals absolutely bang, and then the finals are just kind of one-sided.
Yeah.
Even you get in a best of 5 too, so you sat there like, Christ, all right. But here's where it is. It's how the game goes down.
I don't want to get too far ahead of myself here, but I think that Spirit are going to win this game.
Whoa, Chad. Seriously, Chad, could you calm down, please?
Stop being such a biased.
Biased as hell,
Master.
dude. Round 23, still 7 whole rounds to play with. And it is 7 series points for Spirit. So, of course, this jokes aside, this is definitely looking like a curtain call for Mousesports.
Feels like the best we've seen Spirit on the T side in a while, though, and I don't know if that's credit to them for the adjustments or if it's Mouse not quite being there today. It's hard to quantify again because Mouse are in that state of flux slightly, where it's like we've seen them beat great teams, but then also, you know, suffer a little here and there. But Spirit have looked better on the T side than we've seen in the tournament thus far. I was a little worried seeing Mirage, but hey.
Well, the pistol round helps Lauren, and having Mir destroy with the Deagle also is a good
Nice
step in the right
benefit.
direction. So they only need to nut out one more gun round here. And as we see them set up, it is going to be the A finish. 2 through the Palace position. Maybe 3. Yeah, SDY making his way on over as well. This is a different approach, and the gamble stack has been called from Mousesport, so they should be able to make this a competitive round.
One. Only one. Now Chris J and Frozen going to be called upon. Molly comes in. Smoke has to come out. That's massive from Chopper, though, but plays in towards the man sitting in jungle well enough. This looks like it's been controlled so far. As I disbalances, you're only one alive. The Deagle's done well. Almost had to eat my words there, but controlled well in the end with old Ropsy.
1 drop required. Magic's the one to distribute that to Mr. Balance. Mr. Balance. Chop up. STY all equipped. So this was the chance, actually. You can see Rops kind of saving the day by finding that frag into Chopper. Didn't cause too many issues after that. So that was the rescue mission. No need more of that. 6 more, to be specific, from Mousesports if they want to take this one. It looks like they want to do the same again, but with pace. Bemis no longer in his power position. And Disbalance has caught Carrigan on the trade. Bemis, surely they're going to check him. Chopper does, but a little lackadaisical. Magix wants to swing in and does knock him off his perch. Very effective fragger is Mr. Magix. Brutalizer, 20 frags already.
Chris J's chasing Mir. They had a fight top middle, and then Chris J was searching for him, and Mir's gone all the way around to B. It is the open plan, so keep Mir in mind in this 2-on-3 situation. If I disbalance and Magic's go down on the site, Mir can come in clutch. There is a smoke in Chris J's hands.
Ouch.
Well, they're both going around the world. This is bonkers.
No, Disbalance realizes he has to do something a bit sooner, but Chris J's already there waiting, so now Mir has to clutch up. Oh gosh, this gets awkward now. He's got a smoke as well.
He's got
Yeah.
a lineup too, right?
Oh, he can't get him.
Oh,
Nice defuse. Perfect stuff from Chris J. 9 for Mouse, and that it just goes tumbling down out of control. It looked like it was perfect, absolutely perfect, but Disbalance didn't really know where he wanted to go with that one, and Chris J's position catching him off guard gives Mousesport another lease of life. 5 more as they continue their countdown. This was one of the fights that Frozen really did need to win. It was just a brief exchange with Magix.
Yeah, that one was overthought a little bit, I think, right there. So Mousesport's with 5 rounds left to play, might be able to do this, might be able to get themselves into overtime. 6 rounds left to play.
all right. What do we have to work with? Techers for some Young, then Deagles galore. Bit of armor. Some Young and Chopper opting to get a little bit safer. No initial damage being dealt either. These two towards Palace could have some fun with BMS. He does have friends over here, though, mostly in the form of Carrigan.
I've really been liking this A side in the last couple of rounds here. Carrigan misses his shot while posted up. BMS could be overrun. We've seen him stand and deliver from this balcony position in the previous matchup that they played on Mirage. Amir has gotten over towards middle, finding himself up in towards the vent room, searching for some frags. Rushes the vent broken, go to 8's POV. Okay, the vent is broken, so BMS takes down Chopper.
Was that the lurk, they asked themselves? Mir's going to make them think it was if he can take a head off B.
dear.
Look at this space he's
Fine.
managed to get.
Whoa. Lucky Frozen picks that. Otherwise, could have got up close and personal towards window and taken Chris J out of the equation, who was looking towards apartments. This one looks like it's been well handled from Mouse.
Yeah, I mean, the one way back in would be if Carrigan got deagled in the face, but it's actually happened. Robs. BMS keeping things under wraps. No issues here. Looks like BMS is even in a position to fight. Good round. 3 kills from BMS. Needed that. Good to see him. Taking over. 15 now to 10 as they get their weapons back out for the Russian squad. I will be interested to know if it's another A finish, considering their last few attempts have been orientating towards the south side of the map.
Nice shot there from Disbalance.
Mystic Meg Alex out there, just almost creating something.
Could have been cool.
Is this quick? I'm seeing Mir and Disbalance pretty swift up middle, and Chris J's met that with sheer force. But now Mir has to carry on, and there's a flash, and it's done very nicely by Rops. As that mid-piece, that little section of this hit has suddenly been cut off at the knees, and BMAS, it's all about timing, and it's gone pretty well for him. That's 2, and the third to follow.
Beautiful.
BMAS, worth his weight in gold.
Beautiful gaming from BMAS there. Multi-kills, definitely one of his strong suits. Multiple targets, decision-making, split-second decision-making. Did have to let one of his teammates fall to Chopper, but you can see he makes up for it in buckets and spades there. And from buckets and spades to building what is quite the comeback, Mousesports are now on their way. Another 3 rounds of play. Make it 4.
Okay, window and cat smoke coming on out here. Nades towards mid to sell the fake that it will be a standard play, but it is the B execute coming on through. Noise towards underpass from Chopper, potentially keeping Chris J more interested in middle than he should be. But it's going to be Mr. Frozen over towards the B side of things on the van right now. He's going to have to deal with these Team Spirit players. He needs more than one. He's reloading right now. They haven't capitalized on that sound cue. Flashes are going on in, and here we go.
Yeah, he's tucked in low. They drop into the site. Magix is hunting with a spray from Frozen, gets him both. Finally, silence, but damage inflicted. It's only Chopper and Mir. Very little they'll be able to achieve. Mir's on the other side of the map. And that's why Chopper's pausing. BMS is ready, though. He's always ready, is BMS. Good shot into the first. Lost a lot of his health, though, and so Chopper will meet his logical conclusion. Mousesport starting to really build in now. That's 5 in a row.
I think 3 rounds ago, BMS had 10 kills. Now he's all the way up to 17. So quickly finding impact on this second half. Carrigan and Chris J are down the bottom now with 12 and 11, respectively. And the AWP will come out for Disbalance once more. So running out of chances now at Team Spirit. The loss bonus has built up. It will be max 3,400 in the following if they do lose this. So getting the bomb down needs to be one of the keys if the round starts to go a little bit skew-if. 4, trucking over towards top middle. It's dry. They want to take the fights.
Well, this is bold. Smoke towards connector 2. That's going to make it trickier. Do have Chris J playing towards ladder. Could swing if required. Rop's going to try and keep check on it, but early mollies came through, forced them away from window. They don't dare go back. But mid is in the control of the T side. Just depends on where they want to take this now. That's where... Oh, into the loving arms of Chris, but only good for 1. This still leaves a little bit of a vulnerability towards Frozen, who has been calm under pressure, who had dealt well with it. But maybe they changed their mind. Still no true intention shown, maybe excluding Sumdai Young being over towards the B apartments.
BMS still in that same position towards the balcony over towards A, so if they decide to go back there, they really have to deal with this youngster.
They failed twice. Will third time be the charm that you can get through the BMAS wall? Every time they've come through his Palace position, he's got 2, if not 3 frags. This time he's opting for the Tetris position, but it is a very powerful angle. If he wants to use that box to elevate, and if Mir doesn't find him first, okay, so this could be difficult. Mir will not be vulnerable to the shadow advantage, at least not to a larger extent, and peeks in, held by Bemis. Looking for more, anticipating more. Palace also a threat. He knows he can elevate on that box, and he does just that with a spray, a phenomenal spray. Bemis, again, a triple kill. You can't come to his site when he is just in form, folks. 15 to 13. Bemis on 20 frags now.
Pressure, clearly a problem.
How did he get on that lip? Look, that's not a jump. Look, that's just gaming. He's just clearly, if you slam yourself into that corner, you get a little extra lip. I didn't know that. Today I learned.
So the question mark in this timeout here for Spirit, actually they're first in this map, is do we go for the all-in right now, or do we just go with the partial? And Astralis versus Fnatic coming up later today. If Spirit win this game, they want Astralis to be winning that game, and that'll secure them for the playoffs. So important matches all throughout this Friday.
Denmark flying the Astralis flag. You can go catch it over on the CSGO subreddit, of course. Looks pretty damn cool. Bit of a national treasure, those boys. But let's see what Spirit do. Another shot at this, and do you dare go back to Bemis? This guy has proven time and time again he's got your number. And this time, though, they've got Tech 9s. Plenty of util, though. This isn't a light ash of it. No, no, no. This is a good amount there.
This could be a full set piece with all the mollies over towards Sandwich, the firebox. The smokes come out initially. The Molotovs are getting lined up now.
1, 2, 3 mollies in every corner now, coated in fire. Rops pushes up for this. He's up for the challenge. Holds down Mouse. One, but a team kill. It could be a bit of a problem.
It's Bemis again, Lauren.
Oh, no, not again.
Yep, double, make it a triple. Bemis delivers. The triple kill delivery service online since the second half. Bemis does it again. Final round of regulation, folks. We are nearly there. Overtime on the cards, and uno, dos. And it's your host for the next series, Trace.
So the guns will be out for Spirit. That was just the partial investment right there, knowing the max loss bonus was in play. They're going to have guns if we get into overtime as well, so let's see what they can get done here. Looks like over towards middle, they'll truck. Leading the charge will be SDY. Molotov towards connector. Just the standard default utility spread right now. Smoke towards the back of cap. They jump on out. They need to find some fights. They need to find some picks. They've already found that space.
Playing around these smokes. It's Carrigan on the other side so far. Smoke again. He'll look towards Palace. He knows he might be getting some pressure his way. Willing to take the fight. A little cautious of Magics, though. Great to have Bemis there, but he's not going to be proactively holding. He will be passively holding. He's been holding that so damn well. Oh, he's still left for the T, so they could isolate him here towards Dark. Flashes coming in from mid, and they're up. Already crossing through. Oh, this time he's gone down. It's the first time in a while, as if they dared to go back towards A.
I can't believe it. I mean, you can't expect Bemis to do it every round, but he has been. This time, finally, they silenced the beast on A. Frozen trying to rotate in, but Disbalance is ready, and they just finally break through. Relentless aggression. Spirit have done it into Mousesport's putting up their very best efforts. What was that in the end? 7 consecutive rounds, but on the 8th attempt, Spirit They break serve, then they take it. The series is Spirits.